Okay, cool. And real quick, I'm back up on Facebook, back up on YouTube, and I'm even about to be live on Instagram in about seconds. Everybody say hi. Everybody say we love you. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you guys are watching this, we're here with the squad right now. We're gonna be going over sales funnels. We're gonna be going over how to, do my strategy called AIM. So attract, interact, market, and sell. This is the foundation for any good company that wants to market. A few big companies do it, and this goes for everybody out here that's watching this right now. The company I see doing the best job at AIMS is going to be Apple. They attract you with their fancy, nice store, glass, all white. You look inside, it looks very nice, very appealing compared to, I don't know, the store next door that sells couches or something. Like Apple, it's a lot more attractive, right? Then they interact with you with real humans inside of the store. Right when you walk in, you're gonna be, if you want to buy something, you have to talk to people. You're gonna get that one-on-one experience at all times. So hey, what are you looking at? Oh, an iPhone? Okay, come over here, right? So they're gonna interact with you. Okay, cool. What are these goals? Okay, cool. Like, what do you have right now? Blah 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 blah. What carrier do you have? Okay, cool. So actually, let me just show you an iPhone that you'll probably actually like. We'll bring it out. We'll see if you like it. We'll get you to actually touch it. So they're interacting with you, getting you ready to market to you, right? When they're asking all those questions, it's because they're marketing. They're trying to get information on you. They're trying to be able to know how to be like, well, hey, you can actually switch over and do the monthly payment. I said you have to pay, right? Get the information so they can market to you. They start marketing to you. Come back with, Timmy Todd, right? The next guy who's like, hey, let me introduce you to my other sales associate. His name is Timmy Todd. Timmy Todd is going to be the sales guy, right? So we attract, we interact, we market, we sell. He's going to sell you. Okay, cool. We can get you on a finance plan. We can get you on a AT&T, Verizon, whatever it is. And then, okay, oh, you have bad credit? Oh, you have this? Well, okay, we're gonna pay cash. Let me see your card. Okay, cool. Let me here's your phone, man. And so Apple does a very good job at attracting you into the store, interacting with you and making it personal and marketing to you, finding out what you need, and then selling you and closing the deal. Every time I go there, I end up buying something on the spot. Like, if I'm somewhat interested, they're gonna get me to buy. And so there's not really, if you think about it, there's not really too many companies that are doing this. Most of the companies, you walk to the store and they leave you just to look around and kind of window shop, right? And those are also companies deal with more theft, more issues, more problems, because they're not necessarily making it feel personal, and they're also not building repeat customers. So the cool thing with sales funnels, when we learn the AIM strategy, is when you guys make it personal, the way you guys are going to learn is it's going to allow you to actually build more of a customer base that's going to want to come back. That's going to want to, they're going to feel special. They're going to feel like, oh my God, this product was literally made just for me. Like how did this person know, like, this is the product that I wanted, right? And so that's the whole goal. And so when you do AIMS, let's see real quick. Actually, let me mute. If you guys can just mute real quick when you're not speaking, that'd be cool. Cool. What up, everybody? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. What up? And I'm gonna also share with you guys right now a document, everybody on this call, that you guys can go to this link and download this, pull it up. This is a sales funnel checklist. There we go. I think that should work. Click on it. Let me know if it works. This is a flyer funnel, sales funnel checklist. I'll kind of share real quick so you can see what that looks like. Looks something like this. So we go over all the kind of different things that you will need in your funnel, right? Your different upsells. You definitely do not want to have a funnel if you're not going over your upsells. Share this. Like, if you don't have multiple upsells, you're leaving a lot of money on the table when it comes to building your funnel. So you want to make sure that you all have your upsells, 1, 2, 3 downsells. And I know that probably sounds really confusing right now. So we're going to start with baby steps, and I'm going to show you guys how to actually go through the whole thing. But go ahead and go to that link I just sent you guys and download this document right here. It's going to allow you guys to kind of really go ahead and build a solid blueprint when it comes to building your sales funnel. So let me go back. Bam. It's actually pretty fun when you get the hang of going back between streaming and Zoom. Cool. So with that said, so that's what Apple does. But obviously, guys, not all of us are Apple. We don't have the ability to put a store up with 30, 40 people and like have them all, interact with people individually. My name is Tom, my name is Ted, my name is Billy, my name is Bob, right? And interact with every single customer. So how do we do that on a smaller scale? How do we do that without massive billions and billions and trillions of dollars worth of funding, and without a ton of human capital? And the best way to do that, and the strategy, also using aimbots. So aimbots, and I'd say like smart funnels. Most people, what they're doing, just to give you guys some context first, most people, what they're doing is they're pretty much doing funnels, but they're very basic. They're doing it like the old way that everybody kind of been doing for years. Like, very traditional. Everybody's used to it. They know they're about to get sold. They know they're on some sort of page. Like, there's no there's nothing new about it. There's nothing special about it. And so you guys have to understand, if you want to succeed in the market, you want to excel and have that competitive unfair advantage over all of your competitors, then you have to do something that they're not doing, right? If they're doing it the old way, and the old way works, don't get me wrong, but there's better ways. There's better ways. I've been doing it now for years. I'll show you guys. We got my phone real quick. Where is that? I'm gonna show you guys real quick some of my old funnels from like 2016, 2017. They're not even really funnels. They're just pages that I made with WordPress. So I'll show you guys real quick. So this is just an example. We'll see you at the top. We'll see you at the top. We'll see you at the top. Let's get it. So just to give you guys, a little, check this out, guys. This is my very first online product, or not online product, but my first sales kind of like consulting thing I did. So this was like, look at this is just on a WordPress site, like normal website. There's no like whatever. It's just literally. Yeah, it's actually is horrible when I think about it. But all it was we did like a digital mastermind, and then I hired on like a bunch of like coaches that were like had successful 6-7-figure businesses like e-commerce and marketing, etc. And I would drive leads by promoting my social media to this weak ass page right here, and people would schedule calls with them, and I'd have sales guys get on the phones with the people that would have leads. And they would close deals on the phone, so like $250, $500, $1,000, and I would pair them up. So like I would just drive the leads, and I would pair them up like 10 different guys that were really good at what they did. And so we actually made like it's crazy, like $250,000 like one summer, just guys on the phone. Like I just got some of my friends that I knew from like literally like before I started online marketing. Like, and I was like, yo, you guys want to come sell? I was like, train you how to sell, and it was pretty cool. A lot of people, some of the clients that we got on these calls that actually like. Massively well today, 100K subs on YouTube, teaching e-commerce and $1 million stores. It's crazy. But that was my first funnel. Like it didn't capture their email. It was just like a landing page that sent them to book a call. And so if I can go back now with what I know now, it would be lethal. It'd be crazy. And so that's what a little bit what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. And you'll hear me reference a couple words. I'm going to give you guys the context real quick. You may want to write them down because you hear me reference them multiple times and we need to be on the same page. So first things first is you'll hear me reference like aimbot, right? So this is like AI messenger bots, and then with the AIM strategy, so attractive, interactive, marketing, sales, bots. I kind of like use them hand in hand, little wordplay. But essentially, message bots will be, AIM bots will be SMS, so like text messaging, will be Facebook chat bots, which for some of you guys, oh, I got one of my old high school coaches on Facebook on here. What up? What up, Coach Joe? Joe Thomas, what's up, man? He commented. But so he's a dope ass coach. He's one of my favorite coaches, by the way. So anyways, so SMS, Facebook chatbot, Instagram chatbots, which there's like only one tool on the planet that uses that, which is I told you guys my buddy started. And Tony Robbins actually just got on there. I heard somebody saying they're got a part of Tony Robbins. Is it the 7-day challenge? Who is that talking about? It was. I may show up. I may peep it out. I signed up. I might check it out. But yeah, I know. My buddy that did the like DM stuff for it, like you have to DM the word like comeback. My buddy set that up. We're going to go over actually some of the same strategies. That was Tony's first time actually using it. So there's that. So Facebook, SMS, Instagram, and also website chatbots. So like you guys can do like a little chat bot on your website. So when people show up, they can have a conversation with like, a automated support agent or a real agent, you can kind of take over. And that's pretty much it. Besides email marketing. Email marketing also goes in there as well. So you'll also hear me reference smart funnels. So smart funnels is essentially just a funnel that's designed to get more information than just a email and just a phone number. So a smart funnel is like, can either be a quiz, it could be like some sort of form, some sort of interactive video funnel, where like you can actually click buttons on the video and video will change in different ways. And essentially, I think I have one to show you guys just a quick example. But like instead of just grabbing their email and phone number, you would kind of like say like, hey, I want you to apply to somebody. And when they apply, you're going to grab a bunch of information in the process. So actually, I'll send you guys an example. I'll just screen share it real quick. I used this originally to build the app. And this is how the app got its first like 100, 200 members in. And it's really cool because I have a bunch of information from individuals because I did this. So let's share screen. You guys can see my screen now. So this right here, this is joshkingmadrid.com/app. This is a funnel I built. Let me make it wider. And this funnel right here is really cool because it grabs a bunch of information. So it has a bunch of info on the app, cool. And when you click join a community, or you can just go up here, take quizzes like an embed, it's gonna take this person to a interactive quiz. So find your niche with the entrepreneur personality quiz, take quiz, and all of a sudden now, this is really good for those guys who are fitness coaching, even those for network marketing and you're trying to find more information, like before getting on a call with somebody. I mean, really, this is actually good for everything. Consulting, like you want to know more about your customer because you can better serve them if you know more information about them. If you're just selling to everybody and you just have their email, well, you may be sending them emails like, hey, I know times may be tough right now, but you can still afford my coaching or this network marketing business. But they may be like a multimillionaire and they're just like, I just wanted to do something to meet people. And so you're not going to be sending them relevant information. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure if you can be interactive, you do so you can have more information. Rarely I ever see anybody using this. Everybody's kind of just going one way to everybody, which is why people have really low sales conversion rates. They may have a lot of traffic, a lot of leads, but like the people that buy their stuff versus the people that opt in is like 5%, 10%, whereas it could be 50%, 60%, or as low as maybe 35%, but you may have just less traffic. So you maybe get 100 people, but 70% will buy versus 1,000 people with 2% that buy. You know what I mean? So pretty much they just go through, they answer a bunch of different questions. So now all of a sudden, I'm going to show you guys how to integrate something called MailChimp, if you guys can write that down, which would pretty much shows me all this person's information. So I'll just put business email. Let's just do that. And let's just do that. See my results. And so based off, I click random ones, but I set this up individually. So every single like kind of question and answer is directing people towards a sort of different answer, different niche. There's like 10 different ones. And based off of like somebody has a bunch of free time, I may give them something else. If they have little money, I may give them something else. So if they have a lot of money, I may give them something else. So this is like, okay, cool. You can do something from Fulfillment by Amazon. Right here, I'm using, this is the free version. So it has like that. So you guys can do the same exact thing. I was using the paid one before, but I stopped using this funnel. So, but it works. Right here is a blue button. You're going to see this. It's going to take me into like a name bot. This is going to take me to the messenger bot. So I already got their email. I already have their phone number. I have like 20 things about them that I know. The person has this much free time. The person wants to make this much money. The person wants to do this much stuff. And then I have all that information now. So I can market to them accordingly. And you click here and bam, so results are in. Next, click the button to get in our app, start networking, Cross that off. We took off the messenger bot, I think, actually, then, because that just took me to messenger bot. So I think we took it off and made it go straight into the app. But before this went to, if you go to that link right there, it'll take you to the messenger bot and it'll literally just pop into my Facebook Messenger. And then my bot will start having a conversation with you. So, like, that's all a bunch of cool, fancy stuff. We'll get there a bit later. But that's just kind of the end result. I want you guys kind of knowing that I'm going to train you guys in a way that's going to help you target and narrow in on your target audience and target customer, and not just like spam everybody with one offer. Like I want you guys to like Because at the end of the day, you're not going to make any sales, and you're going to get bad feedback, negative feedback, if you're not talking to the people that want to be talked to. You know what I mean? So I'm going to teach you guys in a way that will help you guys kind of narrow that down. So let me go back here, Zoom, stop screen share, and yeah, what's up? You can. Right. Well, it really just depends. It depends on what your end goal is and what process you kind of follow. So there's ways where we can make it all like scatter and, you know, stuff like that, which obviously is going to decrease the amount of like, you know, so the way a funnel works is, let me just show you. If you have 100% people obviously landing on your landing page, right? And then maybe like 95% get to the second step, or usually it's actually not really that high. But then maybe like 70% goes to your second step, and then maybe like 50%, and then like, you know, keep kind of getting more and more narrow because people will just kind of get fed up or they just get tired of it. And so that's just kind of a natural process. I'll show you guys an example. Let's see. Let's do, actually, I'll just build a random one actually right now so I can show you guys. So let me screen share so you guys can see my screen. So this is Flyer Funnel, guys. There's a bunch of different funnels you guys can kind of choose from. These are like the Instagram, like link in the bio ones. Let me just make sure I'm screen sharing that over here. So a bunch of different funnels you guys can kind of choose from. And we have new ones going to be releasing. We're going to probably releasing like 3 or 4 new ones a month. But like, let's just say you wanted to do this one, right? This is a social resume. This is a pretty clean one. You can come here. This is how you get set up. Some of you guys are already using Flyer Funnel. You guys already know how to get it set up. I believe Tim did a training on that not too long ago. So I'm going to fly through kind of the beginning steps. But like, let's say this is the template you want to build off of, right? So that's landing page, and then step 2 is like book a call, and then this would be like where you add your, you know, calling kind of thing. So let's just let me do a 3-step funnel. Let me do a better one actually. Let's do. This is my buddy Daniel. This is my best friend. Let's do Daniel. Cool. Yeah, this is in multiple steps. So step 2, checkout. Step 3, thank you plus video page. So like, you know, after they buy, right? This is where they're checked out. Oops. This is where they kind of log into the dashboard, right? This is like a program template. And then right here, the course name, so they can like watch the course. If you guys wanted to see like an online course or something like that, you guys can do that. So click add funnel. We'll put Danny G. Cool. So when they come into their funnel, number one, when you guys come in, you'll see like a pop-up video that will kind of walk you through. It'll show you how to navigate this whole backend. So right now, it's probably like, holy shit, where the hell is it going? Eyes falling all everywhere. So this will show you how to, holy crap. This will show you how to kind of navigate the backend. So you can just click that, cool, whatever. 28-minute video just walking you through the entire platform. Right. I think that's the last day my mic worked, honestly. And then you click right here. So this is your funnel. So these are your steps: landing page, checkout, thank you, dashboard, course name. So essentially the goal would be to get somebody to land on your landing page, right? Once they land here, they're like, okay, what is this? What is he selling? Okay, cool, it's $279. All right, I want access. They're gonna click the button. It's gonna take them to the next page, grab their email first. Now they can come here and they can check out, right? You put the details about what they're buying. Then they successfully check out, bam. Okay, cool, now here's more details. A video right here would be like, in video that's like, okay, cool, now you're in, congrats. Here's what you're gonna do next. You're gonna click this button. You're gonna, you know, maybe text me. You're gonna email me, or you know, you're gonna post. What I like to do is you're gonna post on your Instagram story a screenshot of this page. You're gonna tag me, and I'll repost it. But just say that you're in, because then I just repost it and it's social proof. So during the middle of like a social, you guys probably saw me do this over the years multiple times. But during the course of like a social media promotion, like if I get 100 sales in one day, that's 100 reposts of my stories. And I'm like, congrats to everybody, get in, congrats. So now everybody's like, oh my God, like this thing's blowing up. Like, what does everybody get in now? I'm like, I want to get in. So it becomes social proof. So you guys want to leverage the compound efforts of, like, I call it human capital as much as possible. Don't make a bunch of money in the back end and, you know, not do that. Because number one, you're robbing yourself of future sales. you're robbing the enjoyment of your customer from having validation, and getting promoted and getting kind of showed, and you're robbing future customers from being able to look at the product, look at the service, and opt in and get their interest and be like, man, can this actually help me? And so if it's actually your target customer that you can actually serve, then you're doing them like this service, right? So you want to make sure. I always say you have a moral obligation to make sure that if you believe in your product, that it should get out to the right customers, that you should be doing all efforts to get it shown, and you should be pulling, and not really pulling, but linking up with arms and kind of grabbing hands with as many individuals that would possibly contribute, to make that happen. That way you're not having to spend as much money on advertising, spend as much money on, promotions and shout outs, and et cetera. You have people doing your advertising for you, kind of like network marketing. So right here, this is their thank you page. And just to give you an example, in the past, I did my thank you page. I would have like 6 steps. It'd be like step 1, click here. Step 2, check your email. Step 3, click here to message me. Step 4, repost a story. It was like all the steps on one page. And so what I realized with that was people were tagged and it really decreased my amount of individuals doing the steps I wanted to do. Really, people would just do the first step, and then it was like the 5 were neglected. And so that's when I found out and started using that the aimbot strategy, where I would just make it 1 step, and I would opt them in so they would purchase, and then bam, opt them in to some sort of messenger, and whether it's text, Instagram, or Facebook. Facebook's the easiest because you could just click 1 link, and that would give them the steps. And then I wouldn't give them the next step until they replied to the bot. So hey, cool, you're in. Go ahead and post this on your story. Send a screenshot when you're done, and that way I'll give you the next step. And when they would do that, I just had the bot kind of set up where when it recognized any sort of picture response, any sort of file response, then it would give them the next step. So they could have sent me a selfie, but I don't know. But the bot goes, oh, they sent the picture. Okay, bam, next step. And it's okay, cool, congrats. Come back when you do this. So what ends up happening is people get to go through it at their own pace. So if somebody's on the fly and they're running around all day and just trying to sign up last minute in the car, they may forget about all the steps that you need them to get through. But when you're message me back and then I'll send it to you, and then you just add a little bit of delay, so maybe it replies 5 minutes later, you're catching people on their time, not your time, which is really, really powerful, because now you get people towards the end of all their steps and you do it smoothly. So it doesn't have to be 10 different tabs at once or a bunch of jumping over here. They're just going to message you on Facebook, and you're okay, do this. Then they're messaging you back. So it's smooth once they go back to Facebook. You're hey, what's up, blah, 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 blah. You're okay, cool, now also check out this. By that time they message you, they're already done with the first task, instead of them just popping around back and forth, back and forth. Does that make sense? And I'll show you guys an example. I may have some old campaigns that are still active enough to show you. So this would be if I had wanted this to be a training, I could have this, watch this first, download some documents here, and all these buttons can be linked somewhere. But essentially, here's how the funnel works. So you guys kind of saw how it goes through each step. When I come over here, these are the percentages. So let's say 100 people click on here, but only 30 people buy. Then my percentage right here that goes through will be at 30%, right? So, and you can see it all in the analytics when you start going through it. This will kind of show you your visitors, your goal. You can set a goal, do you want emails? Do you want sales? And it'll tell you how close you are to your goal, which is pretty cool, because a lot of people just come online and just start trying to sell, but they don't look at their stats. So they don't know when something's not working. And you may have only maybe 15 people that clicked on your stuff and 3 or maybe 4 or 5 buyers. But when you look at that, that's just a small sample from a big sample. So you're holy cow, 30% of people just bought my product, out of that sample of 15. How do I get to 100 more people that are just like that 15? Because, the kind of law of average, law of standards shows that I probably have a very similar data if I were to find that same audience and show them the same funnel, that I probably have somewhere around more or less 30%, conversions. And then you're holy cow, 30% of 100, that's $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, So it's really important to kind of check your stats. And then sales, products, upsells, downsells. You guys can add your product here. This is kind of the whole process. I'm going to show you guys right now, though, just now how to actually build the funnel. I'm going to pull up the checklist for this and kind of lead you guys from there. If you have questions so far, go ahead and drop them inside of the comments real quick. I'm going to go turn the AC on real quick because it's hot as a mother effer in here. And and then I'll be right back. So drop your guys' questions, and then I'll come back and get to them. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. There's no catching stuff. I'm catching myself. So. All right, be right back, guys. Cool. Ugh. And we are back. So you guys have any questions so far? Hell yeah, good. Where they at, Evan? Where they at, bro? Cool. All right, so what questions we have? Josh, how do we use Fire Funnel to how to do automation for the products? Because Shopify uses Oblo as an app for Fire Funnel. So you can actually integrate Fire Funnel with Shopify, or you can integrate Fire Funnel with any other kind of drop shipping app. We haven't actually tried to, or we have, but through Shopify, but we integrated the drop auto ship with it. So you can use that. I have to dive in. I have a few Shopify guys. I still got to get them on board testing it. But I do know it's going to take some Zapier connections, if you're not familiar with Zapier. Say that again. You can, yes, but it's going to take a Zapier connection. So if you're not familiar with Zapier, all you got to probably write that down. It'll come in handy later. But essentially, it is the #1 tool that kind of fuses things together, anything online. So for example, anytime somebody on the app comments, anytime I get an email lead, anytime somebody even comments on one of my social media posts, I have it all getting tracked into a Google Excel sheet. So 3 years from now, I can go be holy crap, look at this guy, he commented on this many posts, this many times in the apps, he came in my funnel this many times, and now he's a multimillionaire. And this is everything that built up to it. So that's something I started doing late last year. But you can use it also to integrate, for example, somebody buys a Fire Funnel, well, you have whatever, let's say you're doing print on demand using Printify or something, then it'll send a kind of, you call it a zap. They send a zap, right? And all of a sudden now it activates that to fulfill the order. So really good, useful tool. It's honestly, you can automate everything. You can automate every time you make an Instagram post, post on Medium with your caption. Every time you make a blog, it puts it on Pinterest, Facebook. You can automate anything actually. One piece of content on Instagram, and then it can be distributed to 7 different platforms at once, the second you post. So if you guys look at my Medium, you see all my Instagram posts, the auto archive up there. So check that out. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you can, but you probably need to use that software, which I can help you do that because Zapier. So I really enjoy messing around with that because it's kind of tech nerd stuff. So if you want to do that, I'll help you out with that. I need to figure that out. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's go back to funnels. Yes, it's whoever's talking. I hear them very, very low. I don't know if that's my computer or just low. Disabled. Maybe are you on a trial? Okay, it could be that your trial expired. I would say just send a screenshot to that or show me what it looks like, or email support, and then we'll find out. or just give me your email actually too. We can check. But it's probably just your trial product expired. So you have to like reactivate it. Yeah. Cool. We have quite a few people in here, huh? Okay, cool. So guys, real quick, somebody give me a product to sell, and I'll build the funnel out for that. Or everybody actually comment one. Everybody comment one, and then we'll vote on it. I'm just gonna build it out. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit the kind of marketing behind it, psychology behind it. So everybody just comment real quick a product to sell. You guys can see my screen, correct? Cool. Let's see. We got that. Daniel trying to talk to us, or who's that? Don't know. All right, so somebody says shirts, somebody says thermometers. That's what the hell? Somebody said bikes. Seems their partner. That'd be fun. Any other suggestions, guys? Give me something to sell. That'd be fun. Something I can write some like really crazy headlines for. An elephant, right? That's pretty easy. Let's see. I want to do something fun. I'm waiting for somebody to just drop something outlandish. Like, I want to do something fun. Something that I can like easily give like a purpose behind. So like, you know, like I can say, for example, like David said thermometers, but like there's no cool photos of thermometers. Like think of like something like crazy, like I don't know, like for example, like a selfie light, like when you blog, like a selfie stick, like but don't say those ones. Give me something to that extent that maybe people can actually use for the business. You know, keep it kind of somewhat in the marketing niche, something unique. Okay, let's do that. Actually sounds fun. So cool. All right, so Underglow for a car, Fast and Furious, Tokyo drift style. We're going hard. We're going, you know, straight to Tokyo. So let me. You guys can see my screen still, right? Whenever I open up new tabs. So Underglow, Fast and Furious. So first, I'm gonna do my market research. Whenever I build my funnel, I do like some market research and stuff first, right? So I search a couple things up. Let's go here. I'm looking at a bunch of different stuff. I'm like, okay, like Fast and Furious. They use that. You know, let me make sure. 1 second. So I'm gonna do some market research and like what makes this product like attractive, right? So again, so take notes on this too. What makes a product attractive? Why would people be attracted to Underglow in a car? It's a lot easier to sell something when you know why people want it. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, right here, dude, Paul Walker's GTR, RIP Paul Walker. I'm like, there could be some sort of purpose behind this now. So I'm starting to get creative in my thinking. This is how I operate when I build a funnel, by the way. Like you will never see me just sell something just to sell it because I'm like, well, it seems like it's a good product and somebody else is selling it. Like I'll get my market research and ideas and concepts from it, but when I'm selling something, I'm immediately trying to go find that purpose behind it. So like I get my customers, you don't want to be emotionally attached, but you want your customers to be emotionally attached to it. Does that make sense? You don't want to be emotionally attached, but you want your customers to be emotionally attached to the product they're buying, right? So, and emotionally invested, but emotionally attached, that creates impulse buyers. And so it's always important when it comes to the biases, psychological, you know, biases and all that type of stuff, that you're on the like control side of knowing how to use them and implement them and use them to your advantage. And because that's how you sell and that's how you influence and that's how you create, you know, what's called that desire, but don't be like in the trans of them. You have to rise above them because otherwise you end up not just making a bunch of money, but you're spending much money, right? But if you rise above them, then you just, instead of being a consumer, you're like, oh, like, I'm gonna make money like that. That's what Apple does. So look at that's what, you know, that's how Lamborghini markets their cars. I'm gonna sell, you know, take this inspo from them. So look at everything with the marketing standpoint. That's tip number one. My sister had an online graduation the other day, and I recorded this online graduation so I could see what I can implement into these type of calls from an online graduation from a high school. And I got a lot of tips actually. So look at everything with a marketing eye. So cool. I'm like, all right, do Fast and Furious. Now let's see some modern day stuff. Underglow, let's try Lambo. And I see it, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's dope. So now like, I'm gonna get probably the most traction using something that people are emotionally attached to, some sort of like image like Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline, and probably like a Lamborghini or something because it's just the most attractive car. So I'm gonna find something that not like that. But I'm gonna find something like Lambo or something like that would have it. But we'll come back to that later. But we're gonna find like some sort of like high quality image like this that has underglow, right, on the car. And so now I got some market research. I kind of understand what I'm selling, what I'm marketing. I used to want to be so bad. What I'm marketing. But now let's go back over to here. First things first, guys, you're gonna want to make sure that when you're, oh, somebody's drawing on the screen. Actually, who is that real quick? Actually, I want to make sure we don't have any trolls in here. If it's you guys, it's okay. Okay. Just making sure. I was about to say, it's okay, it's fine. I just don't want, last time there was some crazy stuff that popped up on the screen when somebody did that. So first things first is, and I'm not going to do all these right now because these are kind of self-explanatory, but I'm going to explain the process behind it. So I'm going to make sure that my site looks presentable by adding my favicon. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to upload a photo. I'll just honestly upload a random one real quick that I see on my desktop. Well, actually, yeah, I see this one. So bam, my M3 logo. So I'm going to add my favicon and I'm going to add my social sharing image. So you guys saw I just kind of dragged an image in here, added it there. Very simple. Let me go back here, make sure my funnel's sharing. I'm going to streamline all this. It's going to be automated. It's going to be cool this week. But anyways, back here. So now when I click save, if I were to remove all this, grab right here, click preview, and I'm going to grab this link right here, grab this link, send it. Within probably 10 minutes, if not instant, you will see that this funnel right here actually will have that favicon and that logo as the social sharing image. So if anybody wants to click on that, can I get the link? I started my own notes. I realize we usually do one. Oh, so yeah, if you guys have the link, somebody wants to make a shared link, you guys just want to share notes, that'd be pretty cool too for the Google Doc. You guys can just kind of share notes. That way you guys can kind of see anything you guys missed out on. Just go ahead and drop that in the chat for us. The second thing I'm going to go in and do is I'm going to add a domain. So connect a domain. Actually, was trolling Daniel and I bought his name domain. So I should be able, oh, it's already connected, yeah. But I bought his name domain so he can buy it. I told him when he's ready to get the website with FireFunnel, then he can, I'll give him his domain. But I owe him his domain for his first name for .com and .co. So the second thing I'll do is add the domain. So then I can go to GoDaddy, I can add the domain, link it, and then it'll be like the danielg.co, right? Here, one of the laws you guys have to follow and abide by in like 2020 is you guys have to tell people if you're using like cookies. So like if you're gonna use your Facebook pixel, if you're gonna be using like some sort of ad, like collect their data so you can rerun ads to them, you gotta do that. Like I think it's I don't know what it is, but it's a big old fat fine. If somebody were to like pursue it, chances are that's really relatively low. Nobody's like trying to slam you on your website like, oh, I got Melissa now. I'm gonna go report this to like, the freaking federal website people, whoever that is. But like, you should just still do it, get in the habit of doing things the right way because it's just the right way. So you click on, save. And so this is like when people go to the site, it would say like, hey, this cookie is tracking, and I click OK. You guys see every website now has that. Applications. Here, you guys connect your MailChimp. You guys connect your, which is, I'm going to show you guys how that works in a minute. MailChimp is so when somebody puts their email in, you can automatically send them an email. Automatically. And you can drip them into a sequence where they can get an email every day forever if you want to. And like you could just send them different information, value, sales, offers, etc. Couple of other different, this is the email platform, get response, email platform. This is the first one I ever used. Just to kind of pre-warn you guys, email marketing is very expensive when you get a lot of leads. So like you want to make, this is why it's really important to use AIMS, because if you're not getting interactive, you get a bunch of bunk leads, like people who are just like coming in for the clickbait. So when I first started, it was a lot of like just very vague info. So I get a bunch of people putting their email in, but nobody opens their emails. So next thing you know, I'm paying like $700 a month for a bunch of people who don't open their emails. It's like 10,000 emails. And now I'm like, yo, there are only like 500 open it. So now I will, kind of filter out a bit more. So maybe I'll get like 1,000 emails or 2,000 emails from certain funnels at 10,000, but like I'm paying $10 a month. Paying $10 a month, and like I'm getting open rates like 30% and 40%. So, it makes a lot more sense to kind of do that. So don't like, some people will try to like finesse emails and like kind of rip emails and like, or like hijack somebody else's list just to like start emailing them. Number one, don't do that, it's illegal. Number two, don't do that, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. And because it's legal, it costs you even more money. It's like a $10,000 fine for every email you solicitate that's not your email that you actually got from your site. And you gotta be able to prove it. David, when you're talking about webhooks, connect webhook, this is how you would do it with the store. And then this is Facebook Pixel. Everybody needs to have a Facebook Pixel set up. So if you do not have your Facebook Pixel set up, take today. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do it because the reality is I paid somebody to figure out how to do it. And I know you can go on Google and figure out how to do it. But go on Google and search how to find your Facebook Pixel. Find how to search for Facebook Pixel. This allows you to retarget anybody that comes on your website from Instagram and Facebook. Like, so anybody that clicks on the link in your bio, you have ads in their face the next day. The next 5 minutes. That's why you guys will click on something and you're like, now I'm seeing it everywhere. Because they have a Facebook pixel on you on Instagram and Facebook. So you want a Facebook pixel. Even if you're like not even selling stuff, it's all data that you can remarket to. So it's the reason why I buy a bunch of domains that just get high traffic because of the name. And I have a bunch of different funnels and landing pages for everything. Podcast, I put everything. You guys notice I like will redirect you to a funnel before I say anything really. The reason I do that is because when somebody lands there, like the second I decide like, okay, I want to go nuts and I'm just going to go crazy with ads. Like, for example, I did this before M3. I just dropped a ton of money on ads and I just can start marketing to everybody who's ever seen my page ever. You can also with Instagram and Facebook management run ads to anybody that's clicked on your Instagram profile in the last 365 days. Just even viewed it once. Like, so if you run, let's say a shot from a big page, if people click on your page, they don't follow you, you can retarget them. Hey, why didn't you follow me, dude? Like, you can retarget them on their feed. Which I'm going to be doing soon. That's going to be really funny. And you can also do the same thing with Facebook. So you want to have your Facebook Pixel. You'll have to set up your Facebook Business Manager, set it up. It needs to be on every landing page. Every time you run traffic to a page without it, you're literally costing yourself money, like lots. This is how you do that. Like people got to see something 7 times before they buy. This is what you need to make that happen. So even without their email, you can still retarget them. When you have their email, you can run ads to them on Google and on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok when you have their email. But with a Pixel, Facebook, Instagram. So that's that. I believe, yep. So personalization, this is for members. Don't worry about that. URL redirects, this is really cool. Real quick, this is what you guys see me do with like teamjetset.com / I don't know, EBR, or not EBR actually, that's a better one. teamjetset.com / squad. It's not actually a landing page on Flyer Funnel. It's blocking it. But it's not actually a landing page on Flyer Funnel. teamjetset.com / squad. It redirects straight to the app. And so I did that with the URL redirect, which this is a replacement for Bitly. So if anybody uses like Bitly and stuff like that, you guys can do that. It doesn't have necessarily the same tracking for the link. But if you could make it happen if you set up a funnel, like teamjetset.com / text me to redirect. So I see a lot of people will set up like a link and then have an ugly link in their bio. It's like bit.ly / x569ty. And they're like, click here. And it's like, why would I click that? Like, why would I click that? You know what I mean? But when it's something like teamjetset.com / text me, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm going to click it. So that's something cool we just added recently. Last thing you want to set up before you do your funnel. Like this is all the get-go. This is like before you get started, by the way. Like these are like the requirements, these are the necessities to make yourself look presentable and make yourself look legit. I'm opted into everybody's inbox and IG and Facebook messengers, and nobody does this. And then I get a message, and it looks so horrible. It's like they'll send me a message like, "Get on, sign up for this," and then it'll just say like landing. Like if you guys were to copy paste that link I sent in the chat, it just says landing. Like like when it preloads and auto populates, like it doesn't say like the website. Like I'll give you an example real quick, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But this is like so horrible, like because you immediately lose all credibility and trust when you don't do this right. So let's go. Whoops. It is. So let's say actually I wanted to search. Let's see, Flyer Funnel. Oops, not that. All right, come on. You could, if you have different ad accounts. You could if you have different ad accounts, or if you're just like you could just use the same one. I personally just use the same one because like I also do like a lot of my personal brand stuff, but also like I'll send people to my brand with my pay, with my what's it called? I'll send people from my personal brand to my other brands. And also I just want the data because like I'm like, yo, like at the end of the day, if there's some sort of similarity that can connect it, so like maybe they're like, you know, I'm not the main face of the brand, but I'm somewhat a part of it, like inside the training or something. And then I have my main kind of personal brand. I would rather just keep the same pixel because that way, like somebody can see me again. It's more repetition. They hear my voice, even if they're just reading my copy, like that voice sounds like me multiple times. So I'll kind of like just do that. That way people are just like hearing me, seeing me, and reading like my vibe, you know, because I type a specific way, and it feels more familiar now next time they see me, which is a familiarity bias. And but it just depends. Like if you're building two completely separate things, like you're like, I don't want these out of touch, or if you're like, I don't mind, it's like, you know, I'll cross sell. So there's upsells, right? You upsell something, a bigger, better product. There's downsells, you downsell a cheaper alternative, and there's cross sells, which is like they're completely unrelated products, but you just know you can make the additional side income, and you know you can, if you can present a solid offer, so you cross sell. So cross sell would be like, right? Sell somebody on FireFunnel on AdVtuber, hey, you also want to make videos for your website, right? Cross sell somebody from AdVtuber, hey, I see you using the auto ad generator for e-commerce products. You also want an e-commerce software and sell on Drop Auto Ship. So you can do that with your store and your credit service if it kind of aligns and you can kind of make it work. But again, it's kind of a hit or miss, one of the two. That's my advice. But you could do separate pixels, just two different business accounts, ad accounts. So let's say I search like FireFunnel, right? You see guys, you guys can see my screen, yeah? No. Okay, one sec. Is that, yeah. So search FireFunnel, cool. Notice how like says firefunnel.com, and then it's like shows like the kind of information under it, and then it's like pre-built themes, like it shows all this kind of info, right? Same with my personal website, Josh Kimmy's Grid. It's like official website, CEO, blah, blah, it has like information. Let's see, social resume, click my link.bio tool from FireFunnel, has information, right? So notice that, right here, website, actually that's just SEO ranking things, but essentially, like that's what it is. Now notice this one just says test, right? So this is a test about this domain, justifyexposed.com. So this just says test. When it's test, that's like the other one that says contest. So let's go right here, okay. I don't think this site is set up. This one's made on FireFunnel. Here's the cookies thing right here. You guys can see. So this is kind of a site you guys can set up. You can redirect to your funnels. But you guys notice how when I clicked on that, like, see how where it says test, it just was said test down there. Like, see how it says like that. So some people, actually most people actually that are marketing online, they don't fix their, what's it called? Let me re-screen share, go back to FireFunnel. They don't fix their, where are we here? And back here. Can you guys see this? Back to the FireFunnel. Cool. So they don't fix that test part, which is the SEO thing. And so like they send a link over Instagram and then it says like test. Like it says like, instead of saying like, I like to put like click here to see blah, 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 blah. So then they want to click on it. But it says like test or say like landing page or like, like sample. And it's like, what the hell did you just send me, bro? Like, is this a virus? And so you want to make sure before you ever set up your funnel, you have all the foundations, right? Because like I said, even 6 and 7-figure marketers are still making that mistake today. Like a lot of them actually. And it's just laziness. It's really just laziness. When like, they don't know how many people it scares away. So that comes down to coming here, right where it says test, like that's where it says contest. I'll put like, click here. If I know I'm gonna be sending this link out to people, I'll put like click here to random. Be like, actually, let me actually use my brain a little bit so you guys can actually see how it actually, if I was going to be marketing Underglow. Click here to see how to make your car the coolest car on the block. Let's just say we had a brand. Let's just say we called it Glow Low Rides. Let's just say that's our brand name, right? When it's red right here, it means it's too long. So figure out how to Convert. Yo. Okay, no worries. Let's look at me. Good looks. Boss. So click here to, I don't know, to have the coolest car on the block, whatever. And glow low rides. Like this is my brand. Let's just pretend like glowlowrides.com or something, right? And made a description. This is where you add that, like, you know, kind of like 3-4 sentences that kind of describe it. And so this is where you want to put something intriguing. So it's like whatever you're selling, you want to like, this is like your like really like your hardest, most catchy, clickbaity like hook. You know what I mean? So like click here to, or not even click here, but it'd be like, this is like the coolest thing on the block, or the most viral product that's going out, or you know, make your car look like Paul Walker's, you know, Skyline GTR, Fast and Furious. You know, start riding around in style. Like you want to put a couple different sentences. When it's green, it means your SEO is good. So we have like a pretty much it's automatically going to index on Google, Yahoo, and other search engines when you make it green, and it's going to rank high for whatever terms you guys are ranking for. As long as obviously, you know, not some other big brand like, you know, is over or has a better strength, better domain authority to take over that keyword. But if it was like your own name or your own service, you're likely to rank at the top of Google for it in a few days, as long as you have this kind of set. So let's just do that for sake of time. I'm just gonna copy paste that. Oops. So copy, paste, screen, save. Page not found because I changed the domain. So I just gotta go back to see pages. Let's click back on landing. So these are the actual page names too. These are important as well. So like I would want my landing page to say something like glow low rides products, right? Whatever. Save. So now I have my SEO info, and I have the backwards. Let's reload it real quick. And also, if you guys see right there too, it says play video. You guys can, there's videos that will walk you through kind of the steps you guys can check out as well. Blah, 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 funnels. G. So cool. So now, like you can see now, this is the title change, Glow Rider Products, it shows. And then right here, actually really just for sake of time, I'm not gonna go too much into like the pictures and stuff like that. I'll just kind of whip it together. But essentially, actually, let's just do this. Let me see real quick. Yes, let me ask you guys a question, actually. I want to make it quick. I want you guys to actually be able to get on with it. I want to, like, you know, show you everything that's in my mind right now. When you guys can kind of do your market research and figure it out on your own. I want to show you guys how to actually kind of use the platform. So as of so far, you guys have seen the steps. You guys kind of made me go through it. Let's save it real quick. So let me go through it. The copy and like all that information, that's kind of stuff that you guys can do your market research on. So if I was really going to sell it, this is what I'd actually do. So instead of just explaining all the steps, I'd be like, Underglow Lambo, actually Underglow, car lights for sell, typo. I'm like, oops, that's horrible. Okay, let's just take this one, Neon Underglow Kit, Amazon. I could actually found something like this on Drop Auto Ship, honestly. DuckDuckGo is it's another search engine. It's like a one that's on a VPN. So that way, like when I'm clicking on my own links, it's not like resetting my own like IP stuff, checking my own pixel, checking my own information. Yeah, honestly, I just downloaded the plugin for the other day. I have it. I use it on my phone. I usually don't use it on the computer, but I forgot that when I had it on my phone, like, it converts everything. So, anyways, Underglow. Let's just take this dude's right here. Say that image. Pretend that we're using this. And like right here, see, it says avoid these 7 uncommon Underglow mistakes. Neon. That's really, really cool because I'm streaming still. That's really, really cool because you guys can write blogs and stuff like that. I recommend writing blogs and stuff like that. So that way, like, you guys can drive more free traffic. So like, let's say you go there, bam, you're reading blog, like, oh shit, okay, oh crap, I can't, like, you know, use these type of things on my site. Oh, but I can if I do these sort of productions, and then they have a link at the bottom. By the way, if you want to order it here, buy it here. So it's like free traffic for free sales. So very powerful. But let's say I grab that. We'll just grab this one right here, Range Rover, cool. We'll save these images. Would do this one and show that change colors. I used to want underglow on my card, actually. I had this car. This is my first car I bought, and I wrecked. I bought it my own money. I poured all my freaking money into it, every last dollar, and I wrecked it. So cool. Let's just say I do that. This one's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, you're not using other people's photos. You can use like generic photos, or you can show examples, just use a disclaimer, but you would like to use some sort of like commercialized ones if you can. I have this on my bed. It's pretty cool. Like I'm a whole light, like my whole house is with crazy lights everywhere. I'm a freak for lights. So I actually like that you did this one. But anyways, cool. So we're gonna go back now to website. Let's say now go right here, block, change background. And I want to drag in these photos. I'm gonna go to my downloads where I just save them at. Real quick. Oh, no worries. I have too many. Top secret. Just drag them in. I got like FBI, CIA stuff in here. You know what I mean? I'm part of WikiLeaks. Me and Anonymous, we work together. But anyways, cool. So I added all these cool things. Like I can make this now my background. Now it gets hard to read. Then you just go add an overlay. I always do black overlay on my stuff, honestly. So like it just adds like a really clean look. That's just like style. So I never use like a just plain photo. A lot of people do, but I just think it looks really clean when you can do like a black overlay, kind of see the background, and then you go white, and then you just have like a really like clean font or something like that. Yeah, I never done anything different. So then I'd be like glow or shine brighter, shine. Let's do one. Shine brighter. Like zoom faster, not really. don't make claims like these. Apparently, you're right. No, apparently you're both right. Shine brighter, zoom faster, and glow. All right, like let's just do this with low ride systems that I don't know, whatever. So I have my call to action. You guys can change the kind of like full width or like boxed. I usually go like full width, but now I'll kind of drag it in a little bit, kind of like that. And then like if I'm gonna do it like this, I'll put like a video over here on the left side, on the right side. So I always will I like some sort of video, like a 1-minute video, like right at the beginning, usually for like a website or like sales funnel. So people like immediately get the gist of like, okay, I can like come here in 1 minute. It'll be usually like a 1 minute, maybe 2 minute max. But like 1 minute, 2 minutes, they understand like why they're on that page. Is a lot easier than like just somebody going read. I mean, so like it's very simple. 1 minute, 2 minutes demo video. You're not trying to sell them. It's just like what they can like. It was cool. Like it's just a lot of like hooks. Like you're just really just getting them like, oh my God, tell me more. Like that's what you want the action and emotion to be. So I'll put like a video here. Actually, I'll find the video real quick. Underglow car YouTube. Underglow car YouTube, blah. Search. Wait, why is it not working? Oh, there we go. So I'll just grab the first video that pops up. YouTube. Goes really slow. I'm streaming, so appreciate y'all's patience. Grab it. I'm not gonna look at it. Go back to the website. Add a widget. Find video. Where is it? Video. Right here, video. Drag it in like this. Place it like that. Video source. Drop a link. Use custom thumbnail. I'm gonna use my own custom thumbnail. I usually use a thumbnail that would like inspire them to click on it. So it'd be like, watch this video, and I'd be pointing to like the button. So it'll say like, watch this video. Or I use it with Canva. So instead of me just assuming that they're gonna know to click on the button and they're gonna know they should watch the video, I'm gonna tell them exactly why they should do it and that they're going to do it. So like, just click here to figure out what you need to know in 1 minute. So like that way they're like reading through instead of like trying to scroll like ignore the video. It's like, oh, let me just click there. Like you guys would be surprised by the difference between just expecting people to do stuff versus like actually telling them straight up. Like I tell people, I'm like, you're gonna, like, my copy will say, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna click this button, you're gonna click that button, you're gonna put in your card information, you put in your card information, you're gonna click submit, and I'm gonna take you to have instant access to everything you need to know. You're gonna get an email, and I'm gonna, I tell them, so like, they're like, okay, I'm gonna click this button, I'm gonna put my card info in, I'm gonna, like, their subconscious mind is telling them that now. Versus if you just expect them to do it, their subconscious mind is wiring them to just look and be like a, I don't know, freaking window shop online, right? So let's say I want this custom thumbnail, cool. Really, maybe do something like Canva and like, watch this, click here now, or like, how to deck out your ride in less than 5 minutes, whatever it is. That's what I'd put. I wouldn't put something like this. This is like kind of like a corny website thing. I'd put more like for funnel. Actually, I put something more like how to, glow low on any car without a hard technical setup. That's what I would do, something like that. Tell them the end result in less than 5 minutes. And then I probably have like a video here where I actually show me like setting it up in like 5 minutes. Like, okay, look, here's the lights, blah, 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 bam, and I just install it in less than 5 minutes flat. And like, bam, the timer. Told you guys, 5 minutes flat. Like, that would be my hook. Because most people think to do all these lights and stuff, you gotta take the cars to the shop, you gotta like, do like this crazy wiring and like, whatever it is. So I don't even know if it's possible to do it in 5 minutes, but I would make it possible if I was gonna sell it. Cool. So now go right here, fix that, blah. I think I like size 36 usually, or actually 42. So I do something like that. I don't know why that H is really big, but I wouldn't even use this font. Here's something I'll show you guys how to do real quick. You guys can go to, let me save it real quick. You guys can go to settings, or my bad, not settings, styling, go to text styling. You guys can change, this is like your default settings for like your main text. So you guys can change all these. But what you wanna do is, or what you could do is add fonts. So let's say these are like the default fonts, and then there's ones you can add. So if I click here, you'll see there's a bunch of other fonts that we have from Google Fonts. So you guys can find really cool fonts that you guys want to use for your site. So I like to use like, let's see, the Concert one I like Francios one. I like sometimes Permanent Marker. I think Impact. Do you have Impact? I like Fidel, however you say that. I like this one a lot. So I use this one. You guys can also upload custom fonts. So you guys can go here. You guys can go online and figure out how to download like custom ones. So I'm gonna click upload a file, and I think the file's OTF. I'm gonna upload the Flyer Funnel font if I have it. Yeah. So I upload the Flyer Funnel font, which I just downloaded from Google. I just searched, which is actually the Flyer Funnel font is actually the Fast and Furious font, actually, coincidentally. Like Fast and Furious, the font is actually the Fast and Furious font. The same one I showed you guys on the SF Flag Exposed site. Click add, font name, let's put Flyer Funnel font. Cool, you guys see it popped up right there now. Confirm. Now we're talking. Now this actually will fit the theme. All right, reload it. So now, because I'm selling Underglow and I'm using pictures from from Fast and Furious, the style of my website, and this makes a lot of sense from the familiarity bias, to like make things look very similar. So if you can kind of like how you have knockoff cereal, it looks just like the real brand, right? They make it look similar. So you that's what you're doing with your funnel, right? Whenever you're selling a product. So find the best looking one, jock it, bam, right? So now, obviously I'm making out all caps, but it's like how to glow low on any ride in 5 minutes, flat, whatever it is. I wouldn't really use glow low, but I'm just using that because that's my fake brand name. So save changes, right? Buttons, I recommend personally going for the clean look. A lot of people use funnels and they do like really big, bulky, like ugly look. I like to use like really kind of like clean looks. Like I like to go more for a brand. So like kind of this shape right here. I'm gonna give you guys just some insight on like what's worked for me, by the way. You guys can obviously test anything, but I'm gonna give you guys insight that's worked for me. That way you guys kind of know how I do it and get behind my head a little bit. But I like to use buttons like kind of this shape or just completely square. But usually I go kind of maybe like 4. Padding size, I go like that, like, well, it's about right, yeah. Border size, I'll do like 1. Then I'll go border. You guys can make it look like it's glowing if you like that. Kind of mess around with the colors a little bit, make it look like it's glowing. So it's just, that'd be actually really cool for this site since I'm
doing glow stuff. I'll actually make it a bit bigger. And then I'll do like a gradient button. We just added gradient buttons recently. So let's say I actually want to do blue. Blue's supposed to be like a trustworthy color. Bam. Bam. Oops, I don't know, that's that dark. Let's go more here. So cool. Now we have like a gradient look, right? You guys can change gradient. You guys can do a bunch of, oops. You guys can do a bunch of cool stuff with that. So we'll do that. Cool. Save it. Let me fix the size a little bit. So this is just like a little example, like what you guys can do with your own page. For what you guys would want to do, this is me just showing you how to actually do it. Now here's gonna be the strategy behind it. Very simple. Write this down. Something I call market research. Market research. Market research. It's all I do. Like you can find me on Google 24/7. Like in my free time, just market research, market research, market research, market research. Today we decided to do DuckDuckGo instead of Google. But so I do market research. I would just go find somebody who's already selling these. I would literally find their website. And if I can find a funnel, then even better. And I'm literally just gonna, number one, I'm gonna copy other copy. Number two, if they have the funnel, I'm probably gonna even like slightly copy their headline. And I'm just gonna slightly paraphrase it. And like just put it in my own words. And if you really want to hack, something I found recently is there's websites you can paraphrase stuff. You copy paste and paraphrase it with one click. So I would literally just go like, okay, Amazon, click here. Like this is the easiest way. You just find somebody who's already doing something that's working. Like don't try to do something new. So like how I show you guys me doing it, that's just to show you guys the whole like editing style. But reality is I'm not even doing that. I'm going to Amazon and I'm searching neon glow underkit car, bam. Let's see, don't really see much car ones. Spell that wrong. Underkit car. Okay, cool. So here we go. These are all ones that look like they're coming from China, so they have different kind of names. I'm gonna look for one that has more of like a branded one that looks more like a legit brand. So like for example, I would immediately glance towards this one, EJ Supercar. Like that sounds like a brand. Like sounds like a little shop, like EJ Supercar, like shop, whatever. Underglow, underbody, LED light kit, cool. I'm literally going like this. If I have the same product, and I'm going on Fiverr, and I'm taking pictures of my product and paying on somebody on Fiverr to make these for me for like $5. Like I'm going on Fiverr and I'm sending a picture of this to somebody, and I'm like, okay, hey dude, here's my pictures of my cars with my lights, and here's a couple of different examples. Make me something like this, but better. Here's $5. Get it back in 24 hours. I tip you an extra $5, get it back in 24 hours. Cool, thanks. All right, so did that on Fiverr. If you guys aren't familiar with Fiverr.com, right here. You guys literally come here. So that I would search car, or let's just search product, photo. You guys can even do this for your funnels. You're selling a fitness service, you're selling like yourself, you're selling credit service, you're selling getting on a call with me for network marketing, you're sending on a call for consulting. Like have somebody go make a dope graphic. We're trying really hard not to say to customers, a dope graphic. And when you have that dope graphic, like add it to your funnel, it's gonna make it look more legit, more more of an authority figure, more of an authority. And so like product photos, cool. And then you can just look through these examples, zoom in. So like these are the examples you get. You guys see these on eBay all the time, right? These type of stuff. Ones like this looks pretty good. Let's see. I like to use ones where people like do stuff like this, so like to kind of like show like a demo of the product. Or let's see a really good one. Let's do this one. Let's go back over here. I think the YouTube and Instagram is like a half ASS version of the Zoom call. So yeah, let's do these ones right here. Oh, people retouch your photos too. If you guys saw the one above that, they like retouch your photo. So if you have a crappy photo, they'll make it look like all like pristine and clean. So boom, like this is like an Amazon product, right? I could have had a stock photo of a freaking cup, or it's like bam, like all the details on it right there. I don't know about you guys, but these are the products I'm buying when I go on Amazon, eBay, and store. I'm not buying a stock photo of a cup. Like, I'm like, yeah, This looks like it might be bunk. This will make it look like it may be fake. I might get scammed if I buy this cup. But then I see a photo like this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's legit. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. So you guys will want to do stuff like that for your guys' products. So like there's tons of different examples you guys can do. Imagine you're selling a fitness program, Evan, for example, and like it's a picture of you right here, and you're like flexing or something, or you're like doing a workout, and it's like pointing to like your bicep, pointing to your quads, pointing to your calves, pointing to your head, and it's like the head one says like mindset, it's just like a brain, and it's like work on your mindset, learn skills here, blah blah blah. And the arm one is like, you know, get an arm workout that's not gonna, leave you armless and so sore you can't move, but yet still get you ripped and shredded. Build strong legs, core, build a core support. If you're an entrepreneur, let's say you're marketing towards entrepreneurs, build a strong core so when you're sitting at your desk all day, you're keeping a strong posture and being able to present. Like, figure out who you're targeting towards and market towards them kind of like that. Somebody give me a product. I'm gonna show you guys how fast I can whip up examples. Somebody give me a product you actually want to sell, and I'll give you examples. It's market research. Like I told you guys, I look at everything like I'm buying it. Like if I'm looking at this marker, I'm literally looking at okay, Expo, okay, low odor, okay, dry erase, okay, chisel. Then I'm like, chisel, they have like an example of what chisel looks like versus a fine tip. I'm looking at that type of stuff versus like if it didn't have that, I'm thinking, is it gonna be a small tip? So I never look at anything without me being like, how can I sell that? I literally look at everything like, how can I sell it? I told you guys, I got my sister's graduation virtually on Zoom. I'm like, how can I sell this? And I screen recorded the whole conversation. I screen recorded it. Then I'm like, dude, they do like awards. I'm like, dude, we're gonna start rewarding people over Zoom on webinars. I'm like, people are gonna start. I'm like, dude, they're all dressed up. I'm like, people are gonna start dressing up now on the Liberty Roundtable calls. That's where my idea came from this morning. I'm like, the guy had what do they call it? What do they do? They did webinars instead of just Zoom calls where people can pitch in and talk. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do webinars for like the people that are members, but where they can present and be on screen. But anybody who's not a member to just a community will be only able to view and it can't pop up on camera, so nobody can take over our freaking screens no more. So like I got 15 examples from like a freaking graduation, and I had to honestly develop into because I've always done it, but I would be like only if it was blankly something that somebody was selling, I would look at it, or like a billboard. Now it's literally everything. And I picked up that skill in the last year, because a year ago I'll be on a webinar and I'd be like, just tell me when my sister's graduating. I'm not gonna watch all these people. You know what I mean? Now I'm like watching the whole thing. I'm like, idea there, one idea there. And I'm also getting excited when I hear these kids say, congrats to so-and-so. I'm in the car like every time they're like, so-and-so, congrats. And I'm like, win. I'm like, I remember when I graduated, I'm like, win. I'm like, I just took in 100 wins from like 100 different random kids because I'm like, I want them to go places. I remember back then, I didn't know I was going places back then, but where I'm at now. So I'm gonna take all the wins real quick, and like I felt good the rest of the day. So you guys gotta just try to absorb information and energy from everything. There's always good information you can take, what to do or what not to do, and there's always energy you can take. Somebody has bad energy, then you flip it into like giving them good energy so they feel good, right? Don't make it about yourself. Help them feel good. Like nobody gives you bad energy because they don't like you. They don't like themselves. So like when if you give them bad energy back, it's because you don't like yourself. Now y'all just both fighting over who doesn't like themselves more. If you're in good energy, you're like, yo, I'm telling y'all, somebody's mad at me. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like, what's good? Like, yo, we good, bro. Like, what's good? And somebody could be holding that gun. I'm like, yo, bro, it's good. Like, who hurt you, bro? Come here, give me a hug. Just put the gun down. You can keep holding it if you want, but just give me a hug, bro. I got you. like I'm really that, like, that's how I radiate my high vibrations, which is why people in my squad win. Right? And at the same time, I'm like, what type of gun is that? What type of box you buy it in? Let me see. I forgot how I can market, right? You got it off the street? Okay, how do the guy sell it to you? And so, you gotta go Jet Set Fly or just Josh, bro. Jet Set Josh doesn't got a ring to it, bro. So Jet Set Fly or just Josh? Jet Set Josh doesn't have a ring to it. You gotta choose one of the two. No. Don't fly around here, bro. But anyways, that's funny actually. I'm like laughing a little bit. But you guys, that's when you guys will level up. You guys gotta get on the control side of the world. Like when I'm doing like that, you notice now I control everything in my head. Like I'm like, oh, bam, I just learned freaking 3 lessons out of that graduation. Most other people, like for example, my little brother, I'm like, bro, get on the call. He's like, oh, just tell me what hour he's going. I'm like, bro, just get on the call, fool. I'm like, comment in this comment section. I'm like, comments with clapping emojis, bro. Like, bro, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just wants to, like, he's thinking about himself and then like, okay, I gotta show up just a little bit just for her during that one moment. Versus like, all right, yo, I'm fully engaged for this 1 hour. I'm gonna take a bunch of lessons, and I'm also gonna take a bunch of energy. And I feel better after the call instead of being like, oh, I gotta work on my freaking sales funnel. Damn it. And now I gotta watch. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that anymore. I used to do that. Like, for example, you came on the call earlier, Evan, you raised your hand. You're like, oh, I gotta do fitness calls. Can't teach the mindset stuff. Y'all gotta stop thinking y'all gotta do something. Y'all don't gotta do nothing. Y'all gotta you gotta be great. How you do anything, how you do everything, you gotta be great in every area. Like, I've done that before. I've missed, like, I saw my family like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, like my first, couple $1 million I made. And I never went back. I was always like, I got a webinar today. I gotta go travel here. I gotta go do an event. And I always was too busy, missing birthdays, missing graduations. I'll look back today, and it's crazy because like I'll say this to you guys, but you guys, it may not resonate. Some of you guys may be like, oh yeah, I get what you're saying, but like I really gotta get this hustle on. I really gotta get this grind on. I really gotta get rent paid this next month. You know what I mean? Like you guys may be thinking that right now. But when you get to the next level and you look back, you go like, man, like I probably could have missed that one webinar and still would have made rent. I probably could have missed that one day, and I probably could have still been where I'm at. I probably could have still missed that one, like 7 hours of grinding I had to do because, like, mom, you don't get it. Like, this is super important. And I probably would still be standing here today being very successful. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're really committed to where you want to go. You're going to get there no matter what. You're going to get there no matter what. So, like, when you start putting off other things, you really actually slow it down because that's or when you're like, you go to like a family birthday and you're like not present because you're like thinking about your business. So like you're all like brains all like discombobulated and stuff. And like you're like trying to get away to be on your phone and start like you're actually slowing yourself down because again, your brain is designed to do one thing at a time. Like, and it's really weird for me saying that because I'm that guy that everybody's like, they know if I'm nearby. Like I'm like, now it's like, I'm always telling you guys, I'm like, I had to get that little armband to keep my phone on because I'm like, where's my phone? I used to sleep with my phone in my hand. Like, but yeah, I feel better than I ever have. And I'm able to, like, all relationships better. Every relationship. Mom, dad, brother, sister, freaking, like, friends, like, just everybody. And, like, that was a hard lesson for me to learn because my father told me that. He's like, Josh, like, trust me, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, dad, like, you don't get it. He's like, no, I've been there before. I had a business before. I'm like, no, but like, you don't get it. Like, my business is like a personal brand. Like, my business is like, the online. My business, and it's like, no, mine's different. Like, no, dad, you don't get it. Like, I have like this many people showing up. Like, and he's like, and now I look back, and this came from after really times. I mean, being there to support me when my friends weren't. Now I'm like, man, like, what was I in a rush for? Like, why was I running fast? Like, I wasn't going to die if I didn't make money. I wasn't going to die if I wasn't going to make money. Why was I going so fast for? So, like, and look at all the lessons I missed because I was, like, so, like, all over the place. Versus, like, now today I'm like, let me listen to graduation. Bam, 7 nuggets. Take away, implement, community grows. Can now be 10 times bigger. But if I was in that little, like, rush mode, I would have popped in, popped out, and would have got nothing from it. No good energy, no vibes, no, information to help. So, like, you guys just got to take a step back. Everything in the world happens for a purpose, for a reason. And if it doesn't happen for a reason, you find a purpose from it, which means it happened for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So technically, everything happens for a purpose. There's no accidents on planet Earth. Planet Earth, 0 accidents. Nothing. As long as you're willing to learn. As long as you're willing to learn. So that's just a little nugget for you guys because that will change the way you move through things big time. And I mean, yeah, it's honestly, it's everything. Like, that's why I say I had to meditate because my brain was trying to do that. I'm like, nah, not today, bro. Like, you're over that. You passed that. You're back in control. Come on. And these are lessons, man. I'm telling you guys, like, I've learned. I'm 22. Like, my ability to be able to win at a massive level is just because I'm willing to, like, take lessons. Like, if something, I tell myself, this is actually just quick, gonna divert just real quick. Because, like, this is actually 95% of success. It's not funnels. Like, funnels become easier to make and easier to figure out how they're good when you understand this. You get what I'm saying? So if you're thinking about the funnel right now, you're like, oh, I just want him to get back to the funnel, blah, blah. Stop. That's mistake number 1. Like, you gotta be fully engaged on the topic at hand. I know sometimes I'll bounce around, but it's because, like, I know what you guys need to do because I'm still on my journey and I need to do it too. And I know it doesn't work for me. I know what has worked for me. So I'm giving it to you guys right now. It's not because I just like to talk. It's because, like, I'm doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, And it's very important actually to realize that, because some people are like, oh man, like it's not funnels, and then like I'm gone, and it's like, nice one. I was just showing you what I found out after 3 years of building funnels with no results, and I was showing you like the mindset part of it that instantly got me the results, and you're like, oh, I'm definitely out of button, I'm out. So here's what it is. When you guys are going, you're building, you're doing whatever it is, number one is don't do anything unless you're all in. Like, I know that everybody says that, very cliche, but that means I do anything is I do everything. So don't do everything unless you're all in. Don't do anything and everything unless you're all in. So if I'm going to be on this call, I'm going to be fully engaged while I'm on this call. I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'll come over. Okay, yeah. And then like, I'm not going to do that. Most of the time, I see you back so other people can see this call. If I'm talking to you in person, yeah, seriously. And if I'm talking to you guys in person, you will never see me look at my phone unless I tell you, hold up one sec first. Like, we were on a walk the other day, me and Tim Ring, and we were networking with these neighbors at like New Tim Ring that have like a $30 million car software business or whatever. And that was my first time meeting them. And so she's like asking us about like merchants and funnels, and like she's like, oh, we want to use your tool. Like, we're actually looking for something like that, blah blah. And so I'm starting networking with her. Tim Ring introduced me. Lady goes like this within like a minute. I'm just staring at her while she's on the phone. She's like this. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, so what do you guys tell me to do? I'm like, okay, yeah, so we have cell phone, blah, 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 blah. She's on her phone. I'm like, you know what I mean? Now she's like all like nervous and stuff. She's like, oh, let me go faster real quick, put it away. And then she's like, okay, what are you saying, my bad? But like, I'm not going to sit there and be talking. Like, you're not going to get anything I'm saying. Like, I don't have the opportunity to smile at you. I don't have the opportunity to use my hand motions. I don't have the opportunity to give you my energy that's going to make you want to buy. Because like, the sell is not in my words. The sell is in like the whole presentation. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you guys, anything you do it all. I'm doing dishes. If I say the dishes, I'm like, let's say I'm doing my dishes. If there's some other mess, I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm not going to clean that right now. I'll just do mine. But like, I'm going to leave that. I'm like, yo, the next person's not going to have no freaking spoons or freaking knives. And they're going to be bitching. Pitch myself. They're going to be complaining. They'll be complaining. And I'm going to, they're like, why did this? And I'm like, so I'm just going to do it for them. I didn't make the mess, but I'm just going to do it for them. Because it keeps the frequencies up. You guys understand how powerful that is? You guys probably don't even think that far. Like, is anybody like just leave other people's dirty dishes because like that's not mine? I just raise your hand, be honest, because I've done it my whole life. So like, and then you hear it later, they're like, where's the, you know what I'm saying? Or like, then there's a fight. I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid the fight, and everybody will be in a good mood all the time, and I'm gonna be able to get way more work done. I'm gonna be less stressed out. I'm gonna be able to be in flow state, and nobody's gonna bother me while I'm trying to do what I'm doing. Versus getting bothered, getting interrupted, getting complained at, getting yelled at. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's the future favor. So the second thing you guys have to do is you always got to set yourself up for wins, set yourself up for success. Never set yourself up for failure. Write that down. Never set yourself up for failure. Never set yourself up for failure. Leaving a dirty dish, setting yourself up for failure. That's a future argument, future, you know what I mean? Like leaving dirty stuff around your house, leaving, borrowing somebody's car, not putting gas in it, like setting yourself up for failure. Like telling somebody you're going to meet them somewhere and then you don't meet them somewhere, or last minute you tell them no and they're already there, they drove there, set yourself up for failure. So many of us do that. For example, my brother showing up for a little bit to the graduation, like just to see my sister's part, not showing up the whole time, like maybe full engaged. Dude, sets himself up for failure. He's like, oh, I'm in the studio right now with people that got 30 million followers. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, I understand, but I'm like, are you open to feedback? I'm like, because he didn't go down there. I went to go meet her the same day. He didn't do it. I was trying to get him to. I was trying to practice my communication skills and influence to do it. I couldn't do it. Because I see him, he's blowing up on TikTok right now. He has 2 million followers. I see him going through the same phase I went through when I first started. So I'm like, yo, bro, can I give you like some feedback? Because I remember my parents used to be like, you need to come. I'm like, what the hell? Like, they're trying to hold me back from success. Nah. And that's how my brother sees everything that comes at him. And so like, I'm like, oh, he's like, I'm at the studio with people that have 30 million followers. I'm like, oh, okay, you're at the studio with people that have 30 million followers? Negotiation tactic I learned from a guy in FBI, CIA. Just repeat the last 3 words. He's like, yeah, bro. I'm like, cool. Now he's a bit more receptive. Just repeat the last 3 words he said, right? And I'm like, okay, cool, bro. So like, you want to be there, but you obviously want to show support to our sister and stuff like that, right? He's like, yeah, bro, just, I got these people 30 minutes far. I got to be here in the studio, bro. I'm like, cool. I'm like, is this today like the biggest day of your life? He's like, what? He's like, no, like, you probably gonna be in the studio with these people again? He's like, yeah, bro, but I got like network right now, something like that. I'm like, well, today's the biggest day of Ariana's life. Like, it's the biggest day of her life. Like, I know it's virtual, I know it's on Zoom, I know it's not the same thing, but like it probably would mean a lot for you to be there. He's like, no, I get it, bro, but like me and her are really close. Like, I know you guys weren't so close before. Like, you try to make up for it. He's trying to deflect it on me. He's like, you're trying to make up for it. He's like, but me and her are really close, bro. We got something to do next week. And I'm like, no, I understand, bro. I understand you guys are close. I understand, blah, blah. He's like, oh, bro, she's not even tripping if I don't go. Notice he didn't ask her. He's just like, no, she won't even trip if I'm not there, bro. Like, well, cool, right? Like because his priorities were more important. He's justifying it with logic. It's not really logical at all. Completely emotional decision. I'm like, bro, if mom was in hospital, your ass would be down here in an hour. He just got a new place in Calabasas. And so, like, there's a difference when people come to priorities. And so he's like, no, bro, I get it, like, bro, but you don't get like these people, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I understand. At this point, I'm done. He's already locked into the decision. This goes for you guys with conversation with people. If I go to now start going back and forth, well, guess what? He's out. Be like, hey, gosh, I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to ask for advice anymore. So, like, at that point, I respect this decision. Okay, cool, no worries, bro. I just wanted to give you some of my feedback, some of my, from my personal experience. So I said the same thing, to see, like, I'm like, just think about it open-mindedly for 15 minutes. Not no worries, I support you either way. Let me know what's good. Let me know if you need anything. Bam. So he's like, okay, cool, bro. Like, thanks, bro. So, like, bam, that relationship's still solid, and then I still have a solid relationship with my sis. I could have, which I would have done in the past, been pissed off at John, went back, visited the fam, and complained about John, trying to make John look bad, blah, blah, blah. And, like, oh, John's selfish, you know what I mean? And that just brings the whole energy down to the fam. You guys ever do that? Like, not intentionally, but that's just a habitual habit. It's how you're raised. Like, you go complain about somebody else to, like, make them look worse, or, like, to show, like, really in a subconscious attempt to raise, like, how good you are and, like, how much extra you did. But, like, you really just bring the whole frequency down of everybody. It doesn't help. You know what I mean? And so, like, the more you can bite your tongue, the more money you'll make. And the more, because it's a direct correlation between your energies and your frequencies and the money you make. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I don't engage in negative conversations. So, or like, the whole multitasking thingy. So that's just a little bit of feedback, guys. The reason I share that with you guys is because I want to save y'all 3-4 years worth of headaches, failures, trials, and errors. If you feel like you have a lot of resistance, if you feel like things are tough, if you feel like, man, why can't I get it? You're stressed out, you're doing something wrong. I always say success should feel really easy. And it should feel really good. Like, in the progress, like, if you're stressed out and, like, you're fighting to get this call, you're fighting to get up in the morning, you're doing something wrong. And I had to learn that the hard way. The months, like, trying to rushing, running. And then, like, each day I'm like, no, today I have to be here today. And it's like 4 months later, I'm like, man, 4 months ago. That's why I clicked. I was like, I said I had to do this today 4 months ago, and I'm saying the same thing I said now, and I'm still not have received any results. I really don't have to do anything today, actually. That's when I realized that. I was like, I don't have to do jack shit. Jack crap. I was like, I don't have to do anything, man. And so, do any of you guys feel like that right now, actually? Like a rush? Like, you feel like you're rushing towards, like, success, and, like, sometimes it's just kind of like, oh my God. Just drop a comment, number 1. Like, you just never have enough time. Everything is like a burden. Everything is like, and then somebody starts complaining, you got to do this, you got to do that, and everything's a confrontation with somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it comes in waves, yeah. So, I'm telling you, yeah, Melissa says it's better to be at peace than to be right. I always say you can be right, you can be rich. You can be right, you can be rich. And so, I'm glad I'm sharing this with you guys because, it's something that all of us go through every single day, and you have to make a conscious effort to realign back. So, like, this morning and yesterday, because I missed one of my routines, I didn't really do it on Sunday. I slept in a little bit. And even though I woke up early, I laid in bed for an hour, which first time I did it for months. And that, like, reset me back to wanting to just lay in bed for an hour this morning. Like, literally one day, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to lay here. I don't want to get up. And then I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, these are not my thoughts. I'm like, these are not my thoughts. This is not me. Like, I want to get up. I felt the best I've ever felt, like, the last 2 months. Why would I not want to get up? And I'm like literally staying there for like an hour. I set my alarm this morning for like, I think like 5:30. I'm laying there, it's like 6:30. And I'm like, just like, come on, like, maybe just go back to sleep. And it's like, all right, no, like, what do we do? What do we usually do to get back in state feeling good? I'm like, all right, I'm like, get back in control. I'm like, move my hands, move my legs, move my toes. I'm like, roll my shoulders. I'm like, move my neck. I'm like, all right, like I'm in control of my body. I'm like, first thing I need to do, two cups of water. Bam, go straight to the freaking sink. Got a cup, ice, bam, water, down it, bam, water, down it. I'm like, oh, okay, now I got this cold feeling throughout my body. I'm like, all right, still feeling kind of out of it. Still want to lay my ass back down. But, like, what do we do next? I'm like, jumping jacks outside, a couple sprints. I'm like, bam, bam. And I'm like, okay, what's next? Like, music. I'm like, need my music. Bam, headphones in. Then I'm like, listen to my music. Now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Now we're back. And so, like, that's how, when you guys see people fall off the calls, people see people disappear into the app, that's what happened. They didn't catch themselves how I just caught myself today. And great. Glad we can do that for you. So, like, I had to catch myself. And it's the next level of consciousness when you can do that, guys. I'm going to go back because I like talking about it because I'm re-embedding it into myself because I really almost slipped up today. So I'm re-embedding it into myself when I teach it. You know what I mean? So, and I know if I'm going through this stuff, and I've been millions online, I know what to do, and a lot of resources that I've been able to build, then I know, like, it's tough. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I had to, like, get there to that point, and it's like, anytime success is a struggle, there's something that's off. And it's your body's way, it's like stress is your body's way of telling you, like, hey, like, it's an alarm, like, hey, like, something's going off, like, you left the front door open, you left the back door open, you got a window open, like, that's your alarm going off. And so if you feel stressed out, if you feel like, oh my God, what's going on today? Oh my God, today's freaking too fast. Oh my God, I didn't get anything done. Oh my God, this call's taking forever. Oh my God, like, I'm getting in a fight with mom, dad, grandma, brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, if you feel like that, you have to be like, okay, take a step back. This is when it comes into when I had you guys at the beginning of the Aimbot Challenge. What does the future version of myself look like? What does the future version of myself look like? The future version of myself? Oh, that looks like, dude, family man, best friend to all of his friends, fully in tune with everything he's doing, not running around scattered, like fully in tune, gracefully eating his food, chewing 30 times, all the nuts out of it, like, stuff it down my face, not freaking, drinking any caffeine past this time so I can go to bed easily, not working out super, super late right before I go to bed because it stresses out the body needs time to recover, like, waking up, going outside, like today I brushed my teeth outside. I was like, let me brush my teeth outside. Walk outside, shirt off, I'm like, brush my teeth. I'm like, this feels way better than brushing my teeth staring in the freaking mirror, and all the lights off. Like, it feels way better outside. Like, oh my God. And so, like, I imagine that, dude, walking out Miami, freaking mansion, 10,000 square foot, and I'm like, freaking 3 pools off the freaking, ocean, walking outside, brushing my teeth, like, yeah, shirt off, towel wrapped around, like, yeah, So I'm like, that's where I'm gonna be today. I gotta do that today. The quickest way I'm gonna get there is doing it today. There's no shortcut to get there, and then you do it. Because, you know what I mean? Habits are habitual. You literally, it sounds weird because you're gonna think like, oh my God, but I have to get this paid. I have to, You don't make money, then you feel good. You feel good, then you make money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a common misconception. Everyone's like, well, I'll start being positive when I start seeing results. I'll start waking up early and I'll start eating healthy. That's me. I'll start eating healthy when I start making a bunch of money and I can order a chef. I don't got the time right now. You know what I mean? I'll start going to the gym when I get all this stuff up and running. I got to get this up and running, And that was literally me. And then I'm wondering why I feel like crap and can't focus. Like, dude, come on. How are you going to get wealthy and then start doing all the stuff that makes you feel good? That don't make no sense. And that's how you start operating like non-conscious level, and you just start like when you start going into like scarcity, me mode. When you're operating in like I want to help you, 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 mode, things get better. Because if I really want to help somebody, let's say there's a mess in the dishes, I really want to make sure that so and so's not in a bad mood today. Then I'm gonna freaking wash that spoon so when they go eat their cereal, they can't, they're not, oh my God, where's all the freaking spoons, all dirty, and like, then they're complaining, now I'm in a bad mood. They go off to work in a bad mood. I'm like, let me wash the spoon because this lazy MF didn't want to wash it, but I'll wash it for them so they can stay in a good mood, so they can perform better at work, so I can stay in a good mood, so I can perform better, with what I do, and it's a win-win. It's a win-win. And so you guys have to like And the reason I share this too, because I've been asking that you guys notice I've been pressing for you guys to be step up as leaders lately in the group. Like for this group to grow exponentially, I want you guys to like help step up as leaders, help other people, get people on board. Not because like it helps me. Like I've grown groups before. It's like I told you guys 10,000 people before, but like I just know it won't last. The group won't continue to grow. The group won't have any value, and people won't level up. The top earner in everything that I've ever sold, like, you know, whether it's training or whether it's like consulting, I'll tell you what, the top earner is no bullshit, no BS, bench. The top earner in everything I've ever sold has been the person that has been willing to do the most free training to everybody else. Literally, e-commerce, ATMs, like affiliate marketing. The top person was always the person that literally would come in the groups, like, hey, you don't mind if I just like, you know, do like free training calls? Like people are asking me like how I'm getting results. Like, can I just do like calls inside the group? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, just don't use it as like a pitch fest. But like you're just really trying to provide value, sure, go ahead. And they go to provide value. Next thing you know, they're like making $1 million, like no BS. And like it's no coincidence. And like they know it's because they're, again, when you teach, you learn. That's why that's why I'm talking about this right now. Like that's why I teach so much, because I'm like my performance in my business goes up. And then also sometimes though, this is why it's important to teach principles, values, morals early. I've had somebody who taught the most, made $100,000 in 90 days. And then came and was like, this is BS. I'm out here helping everybody, you know, because so he learned how to make money. He made the most. He's like, other people are struggling. He's like, and they're getting training almost every day. He's like, we need more training. You guys should run the ads for us. He's like, I'm out here coaching everybody. He's like, I had to do this. And, you know, I shouldn't have to freaking do this. And I'm like, hey, bro, I met up with him at a hookah bar. I have it all recorded. I'm like, bro, I'm like, do you ever think that the correlation between you making 100,000 and everybody else not doing as well as you has a direct correlation to do with you training everybody every single day, like for free, like the same training that you're complaining about that you had to do? He's like, I was forced to have to help people because they didn't get it. And I'm like, you ever think there's a correlation between you making 100,000 in 90 days? When he literally told me that you would like, he literally told me, like, I have everything, like, you know, screenshot. He's like, bro, what do I have to do to be like your princess? He's like, I'll freaking scrub your toilets. He's like, I'll scrub your toilets. Like, I'll do anything. He's like, just to learn from you, pick your brain. And to him, like, learning, making 100,000 in 90 days, being the best coach to other people who needed help, like just like literally doing calls, like scheduling one-on-one calls with everybody, doing like group little mini sessions like this with everybody. And then he makes the most out of everybody. Where everybody else is not helping anybody else. Like, I'm like, guys, do calls with each other. But I can't. I gotta work on my stuff. I gotta work on my stuff. Can't. And the one guy who's like, fine, I'll do it, makes 100,000 in 90 days. You know what I mean? The one guy in my ATM group, his name's actually Mo. Maybe some of you guys know who he is. He just bought a mansion in Las Vegas, freaking like 7,000 square feet, got a GTR. He's always posting videos of him like with the flame screen door, standing on his GTR, like shooting flames. He's doing a bunch of crazy stuff right now. He bought the ATM training, saw me on an ad. It's crazy. I have every message from him. Like, I saw your ad on YouTube. Hey, I'm on the webinar. Hey, I bought the training. Hey, I landed my first ATM. Hey, I got 10 ATMs. Hey, I got like 100 ATMs. Hey, I'm a millionaire now. Like, over the course of like 13, 14 months. It's pretty cool. But he's, like I said, he was the #1 person in the group training people. I told him, I was like, yo, you should be an affiliate. I procrastinated on it. He ended up just launching his own training. And like now he has like, his own ATM training where he has like a couple hundred students. He's probably made a few $100,000 off of that as well. So like people that help people get results. That's it. Everybody always goes, I want to sell people first, and like then I'll help them. Like they gotta pay me first. I'm like, yo, I've done training people. I trained so many people for free, you wouldn't even believe it. Like if I would have made everybody pay me, nobody would pay me because I wouldn't have the credibility for them to pay me. Because I never, you know what I mean? So this is AKA, yes. Yes. So that was actually the group of people I was just talking about. Most of those people you saw doing push-ups weren't getting results. One of the guys you saw doing push-ups did 100,000 in 90 days. And he was one who was complaining though. The other guys didn't get the results. They weren't helping people. The one, and it's crazy. This kid, he reminded me of, who he reminded me of? He reminded me of you, Evan, a little bit. But he asked more questions. He reminded me, and the reason I say that is because he just asked a lot of questions. But a lot of good questions, but it got to the point where he started asking like too much questions, irrelevant informational questions, like what if questions. And like, what if I, what if, and they started asking me like questions just about like me. So I mastermind, he's like, yo, Josh, bro, like I saw you post on the story, you're hanging out with Bear and Dan Fleshman, bro. You should make some moves with them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, actually, I am. We just had a meeting. I was at my house the other day. Yo, bro, what do you do with them? Like, what are you guys launching? And I'm like, I remember I was at my tipping point. He just asked like 100 questions a day. And in-person mastermind at Destination Retreat, like, it's pretty freaking annoying. And I remember I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this is at a mastermind dinner. I had everybody share their purpose, their why. We was all crying and stuff like that a little bit later. But he found his why, and then he had a breakthrough right here. I remember I saw the breakthrough in his eyes. I told Daniel G, I was like, bro, this guy, we may just have to boot him from the program. He's asked too many questions. He's too skeptical. He's too cynical. He's not going to get any results if he keeps this up. I was like, Daniel's like, well, give him this weekend, bro. Maybe he could change over this weekend, and then we won't kick him out of the program. Because I'm literally like, yo, I'm kicking him out of the program. Refund him. I don't want to deal with somebody who's like, too in their own head and putting up their own mental roadblocks. And then so I remember he asked me a question. For the first time, I didn't answer this question. For the first time, I was like, you know what, bro? I was like, you ask a lot of freaking questions, bro. I was like a lot, like too much. I was like, you ever think about like where you shift your energy? Like, it's like, does that question you just asked me, it's like, does that benefit you in any way? Knowing what I'm doing? Like, it's like, does that help you in any way? I was like, is that gonna help your business in any way? He's like, no, but I just wanted to know. I'm like, yeah, you want to know, but for what? Why do you want to know? It's like, I want to know what's gonna help me make more money. I want to know what's gonna help me make more impact. I want to know what's gonna help me get to the next level. I want to know what's gonna make me happier. I don't want to know what Billy Bob's business is just to know. It's like, it doesn't help me. Like, it doesn't help me. I'm like, I want to pick his brain, maybe know what he knows about business, but I just don't want to know what he's working on, just know what he's working on. I want to know what I'm working on. And if there's any tips that can help me, that's what I want to know. I was like, if you thought a little bit more before you asked the question, and then for other questions, you hit Google before you ask the question, and you just only asked what you really actually could never find an answer from, I was like, I think you would be a lot more successful, bro. And I said it kind of like in a dick way, to be honest, because I was pretty fed up. But it was like true, genuine, input. And it's just more so me just being irritable, because like he was like very like, Josh, like that way. So I'm like, yo, bro, what? And I remember I saw it in his eyes instantly. It was crazy. Like he was just like, okay. And I remember I told my boy Daniel, I was like, yo, bro, I was like, he's gonna fucking make it. So watch. I was like, I freaking saw it in his eyes. Like, he finally gets it now. Watch him. I was right. Now, we didn't teach him the principles, morals, and standards, ethics, so he still ended up being an a-hole. He made 100K in 90 days, and he's like, I did this all on my own. Nobody helped me. I did this all on my own. And he's like, it's horrible. But long story short, he helped the most people. He did the best inside that's a lesson to stick out there. He helped the most people. He got the most results. Point blank. Very simple. Input, output, input, output. The second y'all really start seeing quantum leaps in your business, start going $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month, maybe eventually even $1 million a month, is the second y'all stop going, it's all about me. I gotta get myself up. I gotta do this, and just take a step back and be like, yo, let me just help somebody else, just to help them. You never know what you learn in the process. You never know who they introduce to you in the process. Like, I don't know how many times I try to explain this concept a million ways over I feel like the course of the challenge. And every time I give you guys like a different scenario, different example, different way to see what I mean. But like, I don't know how many ways it takes for me to just to be like, guys, like, I'm telling you, like, take my advice as if it's not my advice, actually. This is universal law. It's universal law. It's God's law. It's like whoever our creator is literally said, thou like shall receive abundance who operate abundantly. Like, that's what it is. It's not like Josh Kim's drip, like being like, like he's just trying to get us to take our focus away so we can go help other people. Like, it's not what my goal is, dude. Like, it's not what my goal is, man. Like, you guys, like, understand, like, you guys, I'm on these calls like every day with you guys for anywhere, like an hour, 2 hours. Like, I'll block out like anywhere between after 5. I just block out my day, just like for whatever long it takes. Like, I get all my work done in the day, and I'm like, however long it takes, like for like me to give them good information, and also like to the point where I feel good, like oh man, they're gonna get it now. Like, that's what I do. Like, I used to spend 12 hours a day on a computer grinding. Like, I barely touch my computer now, like literally barely. Like, do what I need to do, or get on a phone call, tell somebody what to do, what they need to do, and I'm off. Like, and I run most of my business myself, like with VAs, like a couple of automation softwares. But I'm barely on my computer. Like, I used to be 12 hours a day. I'm way more productive. And I feel way more better, like the way I'm doing it now, because I'm training, because I'm helping, and like I have way more breakthroughs, way more bigger ideas, and like it just comes that way. And you don't understand. If I was on my computer 12 hours a day, I could build like Amazon.com like in a month. Like I know so much about the internet now. Like, like actually no BS. I can build Fiverr.com. I can literally build Fiverr.com, and I can get like probably like actually I already have a version of it, like a prototype of it, and I just need to finish it. And that's a future project. But I can have Fiverr.com duplicated with an app and everything, and I could probably onboard like 2,000, 3,000 users and have my own marketplace, which again it will come in the future. You guys will see it. But like that's what I can do in a whole month's time if I was on my computer 12 hours a day, if I only care about myself right now. But that's not what I'm doing. Like, and I would miss so much, and I would block myself from so many blessings. So I guess that's really kind of the main thing right now. I'm going off a little tangent. To wrap up, yeah, we will do a part 2. But I really, because the reason I go off, guys, on these little tangents is I don't want to train anybody who is not trainable and teachable and coachable. So like when I give you guys, like when I show you guys this stuff, I know you won't be doing it 12 months from now, like if you don't get this. You know what I mean? I just know it. I've been around the block a lot of times. And so like when I go off on these tangents, I know some guys are like, oh man, I want to do funnels, blah, blah, blah. Some people like leave and stuff. Like I'm like, go ahead and leave. Like, because if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to hear this information, if you don't want to believe this is true, then you don't want my results. That's what you're really saying. You don't want the results of the people who learn from me. Like if you value your so don't take this with a negative connotation because it doesn't have a negative connotation, but ignorant, right? Ignorant just means you don't know something. It's not bad. It just means you got to be educated. So if you want to value ignorant, non-information, means you haven't learned yet, versus like information that came from experience, that came from like working with tens and tens of thousands of people, that came from my own results, that came from ups and downs, that came from me being the youngest person in my space, like literally to do anything that I've done, to throw bigger events than everybody even older than me. Only person with a bigger event than me, I did the marketing for, and the other guy is Grant Cardone. So it's like, you know what I mean? And like, I still don't have in 22 days. Like, like I know a lot of stuff. And like, so I learned a lot. I was also working with hundreds of people, like people that some I would work with again, some I would never walk in the same room with again. I'm gonna be scared for my life, actually. Actually. And so I have a lot of experience with people. And so when I share this with you, I'm not just trying to like motivate you. I actually have no intent to motivate you at all. I'm trying to educate you. Don't confuse any of this with freaking motivation, because it's not. I actually hate the word motivation, to be honest with you. I hate the word. Like, I think people shouldn't need, I know there's gonna be things that motivate you, but I wouldn't even call it motivate. Because motivate is like, it's not real. It's like, it's just like a feeling. Like, oh, I'm motivated now. Like, I wanna go do this now. Like, I call it like a reminder. Like, you gotta be disciplined, and then like, you need a reminder. Like this morning, it's like, bam, oh yeah, water, bam, push-ups. Like, oh, that's my reminder. I gotta get back in control. It wasn't like, oh, I'm listening to music now. I'm freaking pumped. I'm motivated. You know what I mean? It's just a reminder that anchors myself back into my state. So like, you don't need, if you're really going to be successful, you don't need motivation. You don't need motivation. You don't need these calls. You don't need anything. Like, if I can do one thing, I guess, as a challenge for y'all this week is find, I can really do this. If you guys, I just want you guys, I know everybody's not going to do it. I wish when I said that everybody would be like, oh, I'm going to do it, and everybody would do it, but I just really know it's not going to happen. But actually, really, there is one way it can happen, actually. I'm not going to say that. There's one way it can happen. Everybody on this call right now, join the accountability group. Everybody on this call right now, you guys partner up as accountability partners, and everybody on this call right now, you guys like all somehow have a connect, and you guys, do like sets 2 or 3, but you all somehow can connect like all 14. So like, if you talk to like this guy and this guy, that like they will have like the connects to know that all 14 people here will be like accountable. Like, so not one person is left hanging. That's the only way what I'm about to share with you right now would work. There's why accountability group is actually going to be a game changer. If you guys treat it like that, like, don't just join it, Like, join it, and then like you guys got to actually set something up. Like, I made it, but I'll help you guys lead it. But I didn't make it so you guys can, like, I'm not going to be in there like, all right, you, like, you guys are trying to build a business that makes thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Like, I'm not your dad. I'm not your CEO. I'm not your founder. I'm not your boss. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just a guy that's sharing with you what's working for me. So like, you should do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should do what I'm saying is working for me. Like, don't just be like when notice I'm like, I block out a call. I'm like, let me do a call. I'm gonna train people. You guys should block out a call, train people. Do what I do, say what I say, get what I get. Do what I do, say what I say, get what I get. Don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna show up to Josh's call. Josh got something going on today. I'm gonna show up to Josh's call. Got some of my own stuff to do today. Can't make it to that call. Oh, somebody wants me to DM 5 people in the app and help them on board and get on the phone calls. I'm like, welcome them. Oh, I got my own business. I got to do my own sales today. I can't do that. Like, you guys understand the difference? You understand the difference? Like that's actually the difference. That's actually the difference. You guys, if I were to just teach y'all how to abundantly give selflessly, if I could like just give you guys like that, because like I'm not gonna lie, I'll abundantly give to 0, to below 0. I've already done it actually multiple times. You guys just don't know when. I'll abundantly give below 0 because I want to have full certainty and I have the ability to generate cash flow. Like 2, I have the knowledge and like the the just kind of vibrations, knowing like what I put out will come back tenfold. Will come back tenfold. Like multiple times in my career where I've had, and I'm talking about times when I'm traveling full time, I'm buying expensive stuff, I'm doing crazy stuff. But I'll like have an opportunity to give back abundantly, or have an opportunity to like, do something. And I'm like, this is like, okay, some of the last minute I got, but whatever. And I'll do it. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's a stressful decision because like, I should be donating, or I shouldn't be giving away, or should it be, or like I'll operate an event at a loss. Like M3, I operated at $100,000 loss. It's like, man, like we don't have to get the penthouse, but I know the penthouse is going to make everybody enjoy the event that much more. Like, we don't have, I don't have to take the whole team and pay for all the flights there, but I know like the team will love me more and like they'll appreciate me. And like I want to have my gratitude. So I'm gonna have to bite the loss on this one. Like I've operated almost every at a loss. When I have every potential and every ability to make money. People are like, oh man, Josh just cashed out, he just went on tour. I just ran this whole tour self-funded, didn't sell anything. Like when I could have made probably millions. But like the reason I do it is like, I want to build trust. I want to build rapport. And honestly, it's not even on my mind. I'm just like, me and my buddy Daniel, like, let's just go to this event. Like, let's just throw it down. These people will be fired up. Let's just go train, bro. Like we're thinking like, so like last minute, we're like, get up a plaque. And we tried to have a guy make a funnel last minute. And I'm like, F it, whatever. We're just gonna go throw it down. We don't have time to make a product right now. And so like, when I'm able to operate like that, and like, it's not like I'm super ultra mega wealthy where I'm just like can burn cash. Like, that's not the case. You guys might be like, oh, well, you can do that if you have money. Like, that's not the case. Like I said, I'm 22. Like, I've only been saving up for like, that was a year ago. I've only been saving up for like 3 years while also spending money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not the case. Like, it's not like I have like 100 million in the bank and I'm like, all right, I'll just go, lose $1 million this month to go and throwing it down to people. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm going full entrepreneur mode. I'm like, I heard that Elon Musk sold PayPal and had to borrow rent money to start up Tesla. I'm like, well, Elon Musk a billionaire. Let's go to the billions. You know what I mean? Like, I operate like that. Like, because like you always hear that that's what the top entrepreneurs do. Like, everybody who's scarce, like, well, I only got $1,000 stuff. I ain't buying that train. I ain't going to that event. They're the ones that make no money ever. If you don't have enough time, it's probably because you need to give people more of your time. You need to give more time away. If you don't have enough money, it's probably because you need to give away more money, right? You're spending money on only things that you need. You're only spending that you care. You're not spending money on other people. So that's why you don't have enough money. If you don't have enough energy, you probably need to give more people your energy because it's a thing that vibrates back and forth, right? If you don't feel happy, you probably need to make other people go feel happy. Whatever you lack, you must give. If I'm like, well, how can I give away if I lack it? It's the exact reason why you need to. You don't have enough money to get started? That's the exact reason why you should get started. Because that way you never have this financial issue again in your life. That used to be my sales life. I'm like, I don't have enough money to get started, bro. When I was in network marketing. I'm like, look, bro, the reality is, like, I didn't have enough money to get started. I told you guys I had $10. I was like, I didn't have enough money to get started. You don't have enough money to get started? Well, I'm telling you, if you're truly committed the way I was, in a way that, that you should be, and, that if you say what all you say is true, that you want to get to the next level, blah, 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 and that if you don't have enough money to get started, and you can't afford to get started, then you literally have $0 in your bank account to get started today, well, that's the exact reason why you actually need to get started today. Now, the people who don't get it, they're like, bro, I just told you don't have any money. The people who get it are like, oh, all right, I'll be back in an hour. I'm going to figure out how to get the money. You know what I'm saying? You see the difference? So, like, if you don't have enough time, like, hey, get up on the early bird roundtable, call it tomorrow. I got something to do tomorrow. I got a lot of time, I got a lot of errands tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Look, dude, you don't have enough time tomorrow? You don't have enough time today? It's the exact reason why you need to be on the early bird roundtable, so you can be more productive, and you can be more fired up and more in flow state the rest of your day, and you can actually probably shave off a few hours of free time to put in towards your business. Exactly the reason why you need to be on the call. But then I don't have any time. Yeah, I know. So let's end that today, so get on the call tomorrow. You'll have more time, trust me. You gotta put the investment up. You gotta be willing to bet on yourself, right? Oh, dude, I don't have enough energy to do blah, blah, blah. Well, trust me, this is the exact reason why you really want to get in state on this call and not sit on a call like this on your computer, blah, 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 because other people will get in state and other people will blah, blah. You get off the call like, woo! A little fired up, you know what I'm saying? Like, so whatever you lack, you must give, because you will always receive it back. It's the law of energy. It's the law of attraction. It's the law of all laws. It's just laws. Maybe there's a law book. If there's a law book, you read it, it probably says that law like a million times different ways. And so, good. No, good. Me too. I want to get out of here, but I really just want y'all to fucking win. Freaking win. Yes. Yo, and I freaking buy another one. The last one I freaking lost money on. No, dude, yo, I want to freaking actually get my new goal, because I don't know if I told all you guys, but I leased a jet last year and I lost money on it big time. I got freaking screwed out the deal. Like, they tricked me into signing like a contract, lost like a ton of money. Honestly, it took a pretty big hit on me. And I remember I was like, yo, tour was canceled. Like, yo, I got freaking screwed over. I was like, and this I have to do a free tour. So I'm telling you guys, like, yo, give abundantly, and then we even get screwed over still too. But at that point, it's just like, there's something bigger coming. Like, I just know something bigger is coming. I'm like, there's no way I can put out that much good energy and then just get screwed. And I'm like, that don't work. Like, something bigger is coming. You know? Guess what? Coronavirus hits, I wouldn't have been able to travel. We would have lost all the money on the jet. Not just the down payment, but I really lost all the money on the jet. 5,000 people would have been at M3. M3 was not able to happen. Coronavirus would have had a refund and give away, back the money for 5,000 tickets. I would have sold 5,000 tickets without a doubt, easily. And so, like, it comes back a year later. I'm like, I actually got a little excited. I felt kind of bad because my coronavirus. But I'm like, yo, like, the energy's aligning. I'm like, yo, like, I would have been so screwed right now if none of those other times where I thought I got screwed over, like, I didn't get screwed over. If everything would have happened the way I wanted it to happen, I would have been so freaking effed right now. Like, so it's why you have to be fluid. If I was emotionally attached to that outcome, then I would have been like living in despair. But again, I was emotionally invested into the outcome, which is impact people. So I'm like, whatever way it happens, I'm just gonna take it online, do virtual, do the community, whatever way I can make it happen. And so you guys, like, it's hard. Last thing I'll say is it's hard. I can say this, it makes sense, and it feels good to hear it, and you're like, yeah. But like, it's really, really hard you have to stop yourself every day. Maybe you gotta pinch yourself. That's what you gotta do. Be like, okay, like, is this in my best interest? Is this aligned with where I wanna go? Like, I have the conscious thought like 200 times a day. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat a donut last night. I was like, wait, no. I'm like, I read something that you shouldn't eat 2 hours before bed because it makes it hard to sleep. And if it's hard to sleep, I can't get up for the bouncy ball and I can't feel good enough. I'm like, no. But like, I almost just subconsciously just, grabbed it and ate it. Like, it's a thought. It's something you have to get in control. So that's the last thing I'll say. I know Evan's tired. I'm a bit tired. I got some work to do. But I hope that helped piece things together a bit, guys, today. Made it a little bit more clear. I highly recommend. I'll leave the replay up when I get this. Email you. Do this. Email me a suggestion, but sleep on it. But sleep on it for 24 hours. It's another 24 hours, and then email it. The way I like to think things, I never make a decision. Number one, right away on the spot. It's 24 hours. Sleep on it, then do it. Especially if you're upset, angry, or stressed. Number two, also when you're on a call, you have a suggestion in your mind the whole time, waiting to the end of the call to keep a suggestion. You're still in two places. So that's why I said wait on it. Oh, you said you slept on it for 24 hours. Oh, so it's not it, bro. That's out of alignment. It's out of alignment. Every adjustment, you gotta sleep on it 24 hours. Just because you gotta let the info sit. You gotta let the info sit. It's not for me. I can give 2 S words about the. I don't really start finding replacements. I can find 2 4 suggestions. Like I would be the best leader. I want to be improve the most I can. It's not for me to save face. It's not for me to be like, oh, like, oh, yo, this call, I'm here helping you guys. This call, you guys didn't pay me for this. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing you can say that's gonna make me mad and be like, it's not like you're gonna refund the call. You know what I mean? So, like, when I say think of a suggestion, it's because I know from previous experience that we sleep on it for 24 hours, subconscious mind is working harder than the conscious mind. You just took a lot of info in right now. And you took only info. When you go to sleep right now, you may think of a thing from a podcast, you may think of a thing from a book, and you may think of a sentence I just said, and it may go, phew. You may wake up like, whoa, like I got it now, I'm clear now. And then you may come back and the suggestion may be slightly altered or completely different or completely irrelevant or even better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't say it for me, I say it for you, because like any time in life, you want to respond, don't react. Respond takes time. Reaction is like, and just spit it out. So even when somebody talks to you, it takes 10 seconds, like, what am I going to say when they're back? Oh, we actually have one, I think, teamjustsaid.com/feedback. But I'm gonna make a better one. I'm gonna make a better one that I told you guys the whole little training stuff will be embedded onto the site. So you guys will be able to put suggestions in actually while you watch the calls. It'll be cool. But that's it, man. That's it. Can everybody do me a big favor? Go inside, make a post section inside the app to hold yourself accountable. Don't do it unless you actually can do the favor though. So, but you have to agree before you what's it called? Say yes. So here's how it works. Or my bad, you have to agree before I do the favor. So if you guys can do the favor, say yes. If you can't do the favor, just say nothing. Comment number 1, actually, if you can do the favor. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. The favor is, it's really a favor for yourself. 10, I'll say 10. I was gonna say 5, but I want to level up, say 10, so people don't apply. Find 10 people this week. It could be from social media, it could be inside the app, it could be half and half, it could be 2 and 8, it could be 7 and 3, it could be 4 and 6, it could be 1 and 9, it could be all 10. It doesn't matter. Find 10 people this week and pour into them. Pour into them. And do so by, 1, starting off with a authentic message, text, call, like if somebody you know. And 2, give them the opportunity to be heard. A lot of us feel like we need to be heard. Starts with hearing other people first. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot of times on the call, especially in the early bird roundtable, if we don't snip it early in the morning, like some people come on, especially like new people, and they'll just go on because they want to feel heard. It's the first time in their life they feel heard. First time they've been in a community, feel heard. Most of you guys actually all done it. When you guys first joined the community, the first time you hopped on, first call, especially when there was like only 2 or 3 people, for those guys who came early, it was like, y'all sound like me right now. And so it's because people want to feel heard. So the easiest way to feel heard, if you feel like bottling stuff up, go hear somebody else. A lot of times you'll have good information, good input that will help you solve your problems. Next thing, make sure you write this down. This is very important. When you let them feel heard, don't give them your advice right away. Just let them feel heard. So somebody's like, oh, I'm upset because, you know, watch this video. Go and Google, guys, search nail. This video is really funny. It's when everything got really clear for me. Nail in the head video. Go search that on YouTube, number 1. Search nail in the head. Search on Google. Psychology. Breakdown. Watch the video. You're gonna laugh. Girls, you may feel some type of way at first because you made the video sexist, but it's not. When you go read the psychology behind it, you realize what it actually means. But it's a funny video, you guys. Watch it. It's about a woman has a nail in her head, complaining that her head hurts, and she keeps telling her husband that her head hurts. The guy's just like, if you would just pull up the nail, and she's like, no, you don't get it. Like, just listen to me. Like, so he's trying to be kind of that meditation. He's trying to be strategic. She just wants empathy, and so she's getting upset, and he's like, just pull up the nail, like, and she's like, no, like, the nails in her head, like, literally a nail in her head. Now, people think it's like, like what I thought it was at first, what my dad showed me, was that like, it's just like frustrating trying to like, give a girl her, I thought when you're like, what you eating? Like, I don't know, I thought of that. But when I looked into it and I saw the breakdown of psychology, there's nothing to do with that. It gave like 10 other examples on how we all do that in everyday life. Or I just shows when somebody's looking for empathy and somebody else is trying to give them strategies and then they start arguing. Then they start arguing. You guys ever had it happen? Like, yo, I'm trying to help you. No, you don't get like, like, yo, that's why. And after that, I watched that and I read the psychology behind it, and I never had that issue again. I'm trying to help you. Freaking just don't want to be helped. Freaking selfish. I don't have those conversations no more. And so watch that. Understand it. Read the psychology behind it. Then go listen to people. Go listen to people. Give them the time and energy that you guys give to me when you're on this call. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you spend an hour here with me, you can spend an hour there with them. Spend 2 hours here with me, you can spend 2 hours there with them. I'm telling you, it's more for your personal development than it is for them. But it will be more for them than it is for you, right? That's when it still happens. But each party has more value they're getting out of it than the other party. And so do that. Then if you want to give advice, you ask, and you say something like, are you open to input? Would you like to switch it up? I'm not going to give the best conversational advice, but long story short, you want to make sure you're open to input or open to like stuff. Otherwise, don't. But make sure you're asking. So what are we going to ask them? Just ask them how things are going. And then be like, when they say good, be like, no, but how are things really going? I don't ask just like, hey, how's it going? Good. I'm like, no, but really going. Like, how's things at home? How's family? How's dog? What are you doing for work lately? Like, how's business? How's the pandemic treating you? Like, you have to ask questions twice or 3 times if you want your answer. Hey, how are you? Good. No, but like, really, like, how are you? Like, how are you? No, I'm good. No. Evan, like, how are you? Like, how you been? Like, what's going on? Like, tell me. Okay, look, bro, like, honestly, lately I've been stressed out. Man. Like, you got to ask multiple times if you want that answer. Because everybody has a subconscious reaction. They don't actually respond. They're like, good, fine. How's your day? Good. Yeah, people are having a bad day. You know what I mean? Somebody's like, hey, how you doing? People ask me, like, how's your day? I'm like, shit, it's crazy today. It's crazy. Like, wait, what? They're like, yeah, me too. They're like, wait, what? Like, you know what I mean? They thought they were going to say good. Like, and I'm like, no, it's crazy. I'm like, yo, it's hectic. And so, dive into people. The reason I'm good at business is I dive into people. Look, I'm diving into you guys right now. Look, I'm here right now. Look, I'm like giving info. So dive into people, have a conversation, 10 people, conversate with them. For those people that you find that receive or that reciprocate with positive energy, like when you talk to them, it's like they're like excited, fired up. They're like, they get motivated, and then ask more questions. Again, ask more questions, get more detail. Oh, like even if you're not really interested. Oh, you have a dog? Oh, sick? Oh, I'm so sorry. No. What type of dog do you have? Oh, like how long has it been sick for? Like just ask more questions, right? That makes people feel like it helps things get people off their chest. That will help them get them to a higher state better, faster. Especially if it's somebody you need. If somebody that's like you depend on, you have to do this. You have to do this if it's somebody you depend on. Business partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, spouse, like kid, like father, mother, like you have to do that if it's somebody you depend on. And then after you do that, like if it's somebody who has really good energy, they're like, oh, excited, reciprocate the good energy, and then like share with them something that like get interested in something. So share how you've been feeling lately, but make them ask you a question. Don't be like, oh man, I've been on these calls lately, I'm feeling pumped. Say something like, I've been more freaking fired up than I ever been. This is crazy. I don't know why. Like, I say a bunch like that. Wait, what? Like, you never used to feel good. Like, why do you feel good? Why do you feel good? Like, you just don't get it. What I've been doing lately, it's crazy. Like, keep hooking them. Like, wait, what are you doing? No, I gotta call. I gotta go. Wait, what call are you doing? What call are you? Dude, like, it's just this call, man. It's gonna, don't worry. I talk to you about it after, but like, I can't be late. Like, the energy is too crazy. They're gonna be like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, look, you can come on the call if you want. You can check it out if you want. But like, oh, wait, I gotta go. Like, I really can't be late. Like, this is the best part of my day. And they're like, okay. So one, they decide to come with you. Two, they're just really left on a cliffhanger. Come back, talk to them after, and even more fired up. Like, oh my God, it's the best call ever. I'm like, yo, what was the call you keep talking about? Dude, we just got off of freaking the Team SS Squad app call. Freaking the whole squad is on there, bro. Like, the whole squad is on there. They're gonna be like, squad? Like, it's me and you. No, the whole squad. There's like 500 people in the app, about 30, 40 people on the call. Sometimes, it's more, but like, whole squad. We got JJ, we got Lizana, we got Melissa, we got Ingrid. They're like, who are these people? Right? She's like, yo, I just have to show you. This is my squad, a bunch of winners. Like, and I just get fired up. We just talk about winning, we talk about success, we talk about making money, we talk about life. Like, it's just like, it's the best part of my whole day. My life's changed ever since I started these calls. Like, I can ask you, I can bring you on a call tomorrow. I can say I can bring you on a call tomorrow. I was like, cool. Like, yeah, network marketers, by the way, too. These tips, these are invite tips. Like, I can see if I can bring you on a call, but like, it just depends. Like, well, what's the info? What's the info? What's the call about? Well, look, bro, you asked too many questions. Bro. Like, no, dude, but I mean, I'm not gonna get on the call. I'm not gonna commit if I don't know what the call's about. Look, dude, I didn't know what the call's about, and I got on it, and look at me now. I'm fired up. Like, I probably, to be honest with you, if I probably would have knew what it was about before I got on the call, I probably wouldn't have joined. I wouldn't be here today. So, like, you asked too many questions. Like, just, you can either come on the call or not. Well, what's the details? Look, dude, what are you doing tomorrow at 7:55 a.m. PST till about 8:45? I'm not sure yet. I might be sleeping. Look, are you gonna be? Can you be up from that time or not? Well, I have a doctor's appointment at 8:30. Okay, you can't. You have a doctor's appointment before you get your doctor's appointment. Try again tomorrow. See, I'm pushing them away. It's part of aims, by the way. You're pushing them away. I'm not giving them everything I want. I'm pushing them away. I'm pushing them away, but I'm hooking them. So I'm marketing them, but I'm not letting them get the sell. I'm not letting them get the sell. I'm not letting them get the sell. I'm still attracting. And then they're like, oh, okay. Actually, no, I am free. I could be up from 7:55 to 8:45. Okay, look, bro. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you at 7:30. At 7:30, I'm gonna call you. We're gonna chat. We'll catch up. We're gonna blah blah blah. Talk about our business together. And then we're both gonna just join in together at the same time. Just make sure you eat before. Make sure you shower before. Just like make sure you're ready. Like be presentable. Like like this is my squad. Like don't show up looking like a bum. Like this is my squad, man. Like studs, high energy. Don't be you represent me. Don't be coming in here looking all bummy, And then they're gonna now they want to come. You guys get the difference between inviting a friend like that to a call versus like, yo, you gotta get this call tomorrow. It's gonna get you super excited, super fired up, get super motivated. We do workouts. They're like, working out? I don't want to work out. Then we're gonna do meditation. Meditation, that's gay. You have people be saying that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So like, you have to sell them on your outcome, not on the process. Make sense? And go do that with 10 people this week. That's your mission. You don't have to get them on the call, but you're just raising the energy and you're selling them on some sort of good experience. A mastermind, or just one-on-one conversation. Like maybe you want to train them and a couple of their friends on like some of the new skills you've been learning, and like you can help them launch their career. Like ask them, hey, what do you want to do? Oh, you want to start a business? Oh, like hey, I got an online business. I can show you some stuff. Like what were you thinking? Like whatever they ask, show them. Don't force anything on them. You gotta get them to ask the question. You gotta get them to pop the question first. If you're just like, hey, get on the call, they're very unlikely to get on the call unless you have like a really rock solid friend. That's just like your ride or die. Anybody else, you gotta get them to pop the question first. Pop the question. Once you pop the question, you're in. That's the whole strategy of aims too, by the way. So you guys will do these strategies on your funnels. So learn it, practice it. Takeaways today, guys. Everything you see, how can I sell it? Everything you see, how can I get good energy from it? Everybody you see, how can I make them feel better? Everybody you see, how can I help them improve their lives? Like, whatever I'm doing right now, how can I give it all my energy, all my attention, all my focus? It's just all about being all in on everything you do. That's it. And getting it all out of everything you do as well. And if you can do that, guys, no BS, y'all can literally take over the freaking world. Like, I'm not gonna say no income claims, like whatever y'all goals are though, but y'all will smash every single one of your goals. Like for real. Like I've seen so many people do it over and over and over. So like when I say it, just take it, try it. After a week, if you're like, hate talking to 10 people, I'm not gonna do that again, and then so be it. But just give it a shot. Can everybody commit to that? Okay, cool. Make a post in the app. Make your commitment public so everybody can hold you accountable. Each day, I'm gonna have every single one of us on the call go back, and I'm gonna drop the link, like one of your posts. So every day you're gonna get an email, get a notification that so-and-so liked your post. So you're not gonna forget. Every day you're gonna be like, so-and-so liked your post, so-and-so liked your post, so-and-so liked your post. Every time you help somebody, have a conversation with somebody, even if it's a small, short conversation, just give it an attempt. You're gonna comment that person's name on the post. 10 names on your own post. Everybody else is gonna like it once a day. So you'll see like 10 emails or 10 notifications, like so-and-so liked your post. So like if you almost forgot on Friday, you're gonna be like, oh man, I gotta go find my 10 people, And so do that. I want it to be the point where in the future, like we don't have to do that no more. Like you guys just do it. But like, I want you guys to know like that you guys are all in this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I gotta remember Tino, he lit, yo. But like, if you guys can do it all in one call like this, 15 people, call your thing. Just please. And I promise you, teach you guys, coach you guys, will become easier for me because you guys will open up like, I will open up and start receiving information, and you all start taking action. And then we can really get into the nitty gritty. We can really talk about how to like whip up some crazy crazy dang funnels, crazy marketing techniques, crazy strategies, and we can really talk about how to do it. Because like right now, what I'm about to do is this 100K squad. I'm about to run it up. It'd be so much easier for me to teach you guys how I'm running it up while I'm running it up, instead of like still teaching y'all the basics while I'm running it up. You know what I mean? We're gonna go 1,000 people instead. It's 100. We're gonna go 1,000 people, 1,000 six-figure earners inside this group, paying $250 a month, starting for the pre-launch, $350 a month after that, or 1,000 or 1,500 one time. Do the math, like, you know what I mean? So 1,000 times $350 a month. So like I said, like y'all can be right here learning, doing the same strategies as I'm doing it in your own business, achieving your own results, or y'all like can like just not take my advice, not, you know, still be concerned on only yourself, and you know it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle, but we don't want it to be a struggle. We're freaking winners over here. Come on. That is hilarious. I want to see your face when you do that, bro. Okay, guys. So I just realized I'm not even streaming Zoom on no more on StreamYard. No worries. But guys, that's it for today. Guys, if you guys have notes, share it, post it in the app so everybody else can read it. Go make your post. Everybody always trying to accountable. That's really it. This is going to be, again, it's my last calls where I'm going to be pouring in this long, because when I start going into this 100K squad, they're going to be getting my energy. I'll still be doing early bird roundtables. We'll still be doing calls maybe like once a week, like training, stuff like that. But I'm be pouring, honestly, the type of stuff I'm sharing here is honestly the same stuff I'll be sharing there, to be honest. But people are just paying for the network there. I don't hold back anywhere. I just know people who pay for stuff like at that level, they're gonna take it more serious and they're gonna implement it with other six-figure people. So they're like, you know. So, but yo, no, I did not hold back. No, I'm not holding back. I'm giving you all my secrets, same secrets, and they'll be just as mind blown. I promise you. Anybody making less than 10 million is gonna be like, oh, and I share this info with them. So, no, I'm giving you all the secrets, man. You just gotta put it in action. Y'all just gotta put it in action. With that said, guys, catch y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hope you all value. See y'all on Early Bird tomorrow. Yes, I was about to say that right now. 7:55 a.m. PST, 10:55 p.m. PST. Also, guys, start talking with your hands. Start searching online how to use your hand motions, and you guys talk. It makes you guys more powerful than just like, okay, so like when you're like talking your hands, like it's just so much more fluid. Like I don't even know what I'm doing. My hands just kind of go naturally. It's just like, you know, like a choir freaking. Anyways, search it up, body language, speaking with hands, start practicing all skill sets, man. Y'all gotta start without being outside this call. Here you tap into the mind, but go find the skills outside of this call. Because like I'm not the only guy that has these skills on planet Earth. Trust me. I've learned them on YouTube and freaking buying courses the same way you guys do. And actually, with that said, write this down. This channel, my favorite YouTube channel of all time. I learned all my skills with. This is the last thing I'll leave you all with. Charisma on Command. I love the channel. I'm gonna see if I can get on the podcast. Charisma on Command. In 2017, binge watched every video on that YouTube channel, every video. I'll probably do it again, honestly. He's probably has so much more videos 3 years ago. Amazing channel. That's where I pick up a lot of these little like brain hack stuff. So I read psychology books and then I would watch that channel. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. Go. Everybody one video. You'll be just one video right this call actually. Just while you're here sitting down, just go watch one video. And whatever you decide to watch, share it inside the app and what you learned from it. If y'all want to know how I made my millions, that's it. For real. All right, guys. See y'all. Good night. Love y'all. Talk soon. Talk soon. Of course, y'all. And we out, guys.